When last we left the Night Mites, they had slaughtered an entire keep of slavers and bandits. Well, mostly an entire keep. I think like 2 people are still alive. But they are fleeing or patching themselves up with cure light wounds.
Or trapped in the bathroom.
Or trapped in the... Oh, yeah! And then trapped in the bathroom.
Yeah, one guy ran off to the north, and the other guy's trapped in the restroom. Because I put a door and a chair under the door.
Oh, man, that poor guy. So, yeah, you have one guy trapped in the bathroom, one person who has gotten, like, 300 feet to the west, I think. I still don't know directions.
There was a guy going to the north, and there was a guy running off to the east, but he died from the fall.
Yeah, there was a person on the wall where Jimmy Bob had been, and they jumped off. No, they went down the rope and escaped. But then there was the last remaining archer who jumped off the battlement, broke both his legs, and died. And then there is this archer who is still alive, but he's at 0, so he's disabled.
Which archer?
The guy on the tower.
Yeah.
This one?
This guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why he's never crossed. Okay.
Yeah, he's at 0 exactly. So that is what is going on right now.
Who's that?
Who?
There's a copy of Arku's over.
Yeah, he has like 3 copies on the map, and I can't remember why.
Because we were looking around the entire place.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because I don't know how to work the dynamic lighting. So there we go with that. So yeah, that's the current situation. You are now... Oh yeah, and I should probably not forget to mention the 2 caves filled with slaves up in this corner over here. And then there is also the stable boy who is huddled in his straw mattress. And he is... Well, you might not hear it now, but there's definitely some muffled crying going on over there. So what do you guys want to do? You are in the middle of this courtyard.
Invokee's gonna go start unlocking the cages.
We should probably release the slaves.
Release the slaves. Okay, make me a disable device check as you do. Oh yeah, so you just jam your lockpick in there. Didn't you have like Masterworks Thieves tools?
Yeah, it says in there.
Yeah, so you just jam those in there and wiggle it around quite easily and almost immediately unlock the cage. And as you do, the entire cage is kind of tense, and they're kind of like backing up. These are not the same slaves from a month ago, unsurprisingly. And they are quite hesitant. And after a tense 5 seconds, one of them steps forward, a large man, and he goes, "Are you here to free us?"
Well, the door's open, captors are dead. I don't want to eat you. You're not exactly got meat in your bones.
He kind of pauses.
Comforting.
He kind of pauses at
Wisdom
that,
free.
and the people that are much less powerfully built than him are kind of have these scared looks on their faces, and he just goes, "So you're saying we can go?"
Well, you might want to go back with us. You don't look like you're going to be able to defend yourself on the road. We're heading back to Black Hollow.
Oh, so we're free. We're finally free. Thank you. Thank you so much. And they kind of, like, most of them just kind of break down in tears. And a woman with her child kind of scoops her child up into her arms and runs at you and kind of just hugs you. Well, tries to go for a hug. I don't know how you react to it.
I purr.
That's adorable.
Okay,
as the cutest thing I've seen in the forever.
I guess that's the thing that foxes do.
As the woman is hugging you and you are purring, the daughter that she's holding in her arms kind of rubs behind your ears and goes, "Good kitty."
I start, like, stamping my left foot.
And after a moment, they let go and they go out, scrounging for something. Go look for food.
If you want to kick the bodies, they're still warm.
Some of them.
Fucked up.
Some of them do actually take you up on that offer. At least most of them, the men going up and kicking some of the bodies. But not all. Not everyone. And so with the same success as you had with the last cage, you easily manage to unlock the door. And the scene relatively repeats itself. They had seen you been nice to the other cage, so they know that you are here to free them. But some people rush out and hug the four of you, tears in their eyes, crying at the prospect of finally being set free from this horrible captivity.
That's very saddening.
So most of these slaves, they start milling about, some of them kicking bodies, some of them retrieving weapons and armor from the bodies, and a few heading into the keep to look for food. So what do you guys wish to do after this?
And Bucky's done his role playing,
Arkazovar-
so he's just gonna go.
Arkazovar heads over to some slaves and just starts to tend to them.
Alright, Steve, once he shrinks back down to his normal size, is going to start poking around and seeing what he can find.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Steve is going to.
So I'm going to put into the loot handout what you find on all of the peepers. Let's see here. Oh god, this is going to be a lot of stuff. As I am going over the bodies and putting their loot into the loot handout, you guys can tell me what else you wish to do.
I'm gonna kind of round the corner where I get some kind of view to the wall and see if I can see Jimmy Bob and start shouting for him. Your response?
Jimmy, so you're heading over to here, or are you heading up onto the wall?
Well, first to just the courtyard and just try calling to him if he responds at all.
No, he does not seem to respond.
Okay, then I start heading back inside and up the wall. I get up there.
After a few minutes, you clamber up onto the battlements, heading to where you can see where Jimmy Bob last was, and you can see him on the down off of the battlement, clutching at a wound at his chest. And he goes, as he notices you, he goes, "Oh, howdy! I was just surviving."
Hang on a second. I'll be right down. How tall was the wall?
25 feet. There is still a rope there. He does,
25
however,
feet.
seem unable to climb it.
Yeah, I get that. Oh no, yeah. I'm gonna kind of shout at the party, like over the wall. Jimmy Bob's down, I'm gonna go help him. And then I clamber down the rope to Mr. Jimmy Bob.
Okay, so what do you want to do to help old Jimmy Bob?
I'm going to cast Cure. I'm going to cast Cure Moderate Wound.
Okie doke. Oh, damn.
Hey.
Damn.
One off max.
I think that's... Is that one of Max? No, that's Max. That's Max for Jimmy Bob.
I was talking about her
One of
heal.
max. Yeah, the roll is one of max.
Oh.
8 and 7.
Gotcha.
Better than my Yappy.
Okay, so you reach your hand out glowing with this holy light and touch it to Jimmy Bob's wounds, and they immediately just stitch up and heal fully. And he looks at you in wonder, like, "Thank you, ma'am. Oh, that's quite the good touch you got. Thank you, sir. That's quite the good touch you got there."
Well, you're welcome. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Well, I'm feeling better now that I ain't bleeding so much.
Can you get up the rope so we can... Oh, I guess we could just round around and get through the gate this time.
It's whatever's up to you. I could go up the wall, and I could round the corner. It's whatever your preference.
I guess we could just wall it this time. Not that great with climbing.
Alrighty then. Well then, let's head around that wall there. And you guys walk around the wall, eventually heading back into the courtyard. And I am assuming that you guys are also going upstairs to where Genboki murdered all of those sleeping peepers and taking their stuff as well.
Yes.
Okay, so this is almost all of the bodies. Boop. Or this is most of them. Then there's also this boy. This big boy.
I love that brownish background to that text.
Isn't it perfect? It's almost as if I'm copying it from Power Card.
Probably gonna need a few casts of ant all around so we can carry it all. We could also just have the slaves carry some as well.
There's a couple of horses. I do not have Antol prepared.
So we will use
Maybe
the
put them on
slaves for their
horses.
intended purpose. I understand.
Well, consider it payment for rescuing them.
Okay, I got a math to make sure this thing's adding right.
Okay, so...
We just immediately know that what the potions do.
Well, yeah, sure. Why not? I messed that up, but yeah, whatever. You just, you...
I mean, it's
you have an
normally a very
innate
easy
sense.
check.
Yeah, like, it's mostly an irrelevant check.
I think it's DC
But I
10
should-
plus cast level or something.
I should still do it, to maintain the verisimilitude, but, well, you know what, sometimes I forget. So you'll notice maybe that there are 3 archers, but I'm only giving you the loot from 2 archers, because as you guys are looking over the bodies, go ahead and make me a perception check. Yeah, go ahead and everybody make me a perception check.
It should be plus 12, right? I think my health is way low compared to what it should be. But it's okay. Where is my little button? Skills?
Well, your sheet automatically calculates your con bonus for you.
It's not calculating my con bonus, it looks like.
Should be.
Is that normal?
Have you put your level to 4?
Hold on.
Are you doing it wrong again?
Probably.
Big oof.
I probably forgot where I'm at.
Okay, I still have access to your sheets. I'll have a look.
No, it says level 4.
Yeah, you're level 4, and it is adding your con.
It's a d6 hit die, so it's taking the average, which is probably 3. Right? Is that how that is? It's 3 the die you get if you take the average instead of rolling?
Are you a
for the-
D6?
Yes, that would be it. If that's how it's doing it, that's how it's doing it.
Pretty sure you
Yeah,
set
it
your
is-
sheet
it
to do
is-
50%, so it does it automatically for you.
Yeah. Because,
Okay.
average of 6, 3.5, rounded down,
Bro.
3, so yeah.
Playing Pathfinder 2 yesterday and being level 4 with 40 HP as a sorcerer. The balance is so weird in this.
Jesus. You're like...
But you can
Much
tell
less
it's adding
here.
in your bonus, because below the class, there is a whole hit point area, and it gives you the calculation for your level and your con bonus in
Yeah.
there.
Pathfinder 2 doesn't even use hit dice anymore. It just automatically scales your health. Weird.
Yeah, they did that in the Starfinder too.
Starfinder.
I think they're phasing that out. I think they're phasing out the rolling for hit die because I think it's like inherently unbalanced or something. Not sure. Okay, so as you guys are looting the corpses in the courtyard, Niscali, you notice that on the west. Oh god, I need a compass literally everywhere.
West is left, east is right.
There you go. On the western battlement, you see the one bandit archer who was not quite dead is kind of limpingly trying to sneak away. What do you wish to do?
No mercy.
Who's seeing this?
Niscali. And
I'm
only
seeing it.
Niscali.
God damn it. I don't know. Oh. Why did I have to make a character with fucking morals?
You can let him go.
Why couldn't I be a murder hobo?
Why did I do this to myself?
It's
Murder
acceptable.
hobo.
You can just say nothing.
I mean, we don't know.
Big
You can
fine.
do what your character would do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
all
not gonna
good.
say anything, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm not gonna
So-
point him out.
Okay, so you say nothing as you notice him sneak away, and as he is passing this section of the wall, you're kind of looking at him, and he kind of glances down, and your eyes meet, and then he breaks away and starts limping off, and he disappears over the battlements.
It's gonna come back to haunt you. It's gonna remember your face.
I would now like to introduce you to the Nemesis system that I have borrowed from Shadow of Mordor.
He gains 2 levels and a new immunity.
Yeah.
I'm the guy who
Gains
didn't
immunity.
get him dead. He's alive because of me.
Oh yeah,
Brings
he's
him
coming
to
back for
kidnap
Genboki.
you.
But does he recognize that you are the reason why he is alive?
Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun.
Well,
You can't kill me. I
he's
saved
alive to
you.
get a second chance or something.
Oh,
That's Nazgale's thinking anyway. You don't know what's happening. They keep searching.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so you notice that, and then you loot all of the corpses. So after you guys have, you guys are gonna have to set up on a sheet all of the stuff that you are taking. I don't know if you have a sheet. You have a cell sheet. Yeah, you do have a sheet. And how you're taking it. Also, if you're using Antol, if you're using slave power, if you're using horses, etc. So, what do you guys want to do after having collected all of the loot?
What are we gonna do about the pooper?
The pooper.
Yeah, the guy in the restroom. He probably has nothing left inside of him. Yaboki slowly brings out his cookeries.
Wait,
Is
that really
necessary though?
I'm lost.
There's a guy in the keep. He's in the bathroom. We locked him in. He's still there. Unless he
Okay,
went through that
about
gelatinous
that.
cube downstairs. How many of these chairs could we strap to the horses? You said they were expensive.
I mean, Wait, okay, I have to Google how much chairs cost.
They are stackable.
Yeah, they are stackable. Also, if we use rope, we could use the chairs as a kind of like platform to put the other loot on top of. Like makeshift boxes.
No, this. I don't want it. I don't want it in my game. Oh god.
Here we are.
Oh boy. I don't know
So
why.
the
Why can't you?
chairs are glued to the ground.
I feel like I'm in the meme right now where it's the mother screaming at the kid in the back, like, "Why can't you be normal?" And Nappy's going, "I want to loot everything." Oh god.
It's not nailed down to the floor, so I have to take
Yeah.
it.
Basically.
I mean, in one game we literally teared off the floor.
Oh no.
So it could be worse, it could be a lot worse.
God, yeah, I guess I should be happy with what I have, but no, I'm not.
So how much is one brick worth? How many bricks can we take back?
You don't get, nope, I'm shutting it down, We're gonna go play GURPS.
Well,
There's
grates are normally worth a lot of money. Can I just take this
no
grate
loot.
off of there? And,
Strength is no longer a stat in this version of Pathfinder. Dex is used for everything. Everybody has a carrying capacity of 0. You don't get the things.
I think we could figure out how to break GURPS too. I mean, that's fine.
You can't break any game if
Challenge
you really try.
accepted.
I don't want it.
This.
I don't want to know.
Yeah, so what do we do about the guy in the bathroom?
Should we kill him or do we have to bring him back alive?
We could let the slaves decide. Gabo would just then look over to the slaves, just like do the raising of the eyebrows, like eh.
Yeah. Oh my god. So if you're throwing it over to these slaves, there is definitely an amount of slaves just milling about the courtyard. Some of them seemingly fairly eager to leave. And the guy who had spoken to Genboki earlier, when he entered into the cage, seems to have, I don't know, taken over the role as de facto leader of the slaves, or rather previous slaves, or not. That depends on what you do with them. And he kind of goes, "Did he have a hand in keeping us locked up here?"
Well, you can say his hands are dirty right now.
It's sort of.
That's not just probably any of these guys here had any hand in it.
He kind of looks
Well,
over
personally.
to his fellow previous slaves, and they kind of like nod, and he goes like, "If he took us, he dies."
Well,
We
Genboki
usually
starts to
bring him
hand
out
out
to see
swords.
exactly who he is.
it's only right that they be able to defend themselves.
He came into their house. This isn't the UK.
Yeah, this isn't the UK. We're allowed to do what we want.
Exactly. Okay, so you start handing out swords to the slaves. I really wish there was. Yeah, okay.
The freed
Yeah, sure,
people.
the slaves, the freed peoples of
We
slave
must arm
capital.
them.
Where are my
Arming the
dragons?
slaves. Yes, exactly. Mother of dragons. So you hand out a bunch of short swords to the freed people, and that guy, or the de facto leader, along with 2 other fairly able-bodied men, start to head inside the keep. As they do, a few other freed people come out of the keep with a barrel filled with salted meats, and place it down onto one of the cobblestones, and yell out, "Everyone who's hungry, come here! I've got food for you!" And a bunch of freed people start to gather around it, and he starts handing out meat.
Is there like an empty barrel or something in staple area?
Yeah, definitely.
Like if that's just salted meat, then Nazca is gonna like drag a empty barrel closer and start filling it with water with the cantrip.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you
There you go.
grab an
There's the
empty
T-bone
barrel.
steak.
So you
Just
grab
gonna do
a,
that and maybe have like a couple of scoops or something so people can also drink.
Okay. So yeah, you grab an empty barrel and fill it with water, and people start getting themselves some water, some delicious agua, and salted meats.
Careful now, you don't want to eat too much too quickly. That can lead to some severe consequences later.
Can you rename yourself to Steve Doctor Man?
Dr. Guy,
Doctor Guy, yeah, Doctor Guy.
Mr. Doctor.
Doctor Who?
It's strange.
I just love how this modular castle is being moved around.
It's just moving around. Oh god. I love modular maps.
They really are something else.
Yes, they are.
Very handy.
Fun to make. Okay, so as you are filling this, as you have filled this barrel with water, and the freed people of Slave Castle are getting themselves something to eat. What is the? Oh, it's a T-bone steak. Okay. Is there anything? What do you guys want to do here in Slave Castle?
Oh, if the people want revenge, I'll take them to the bathroom.
You super duper broke up there.
Something about revenge.
If the freed people want revenge, I shall take them to the bathroom.
There is a guy, the de facto leader of the slaves, who needs a name, and
Moscow.
2 other able-bodied men. What did you say?
His name's Moscow.
Did you?
Moscow.
Okay, I heard Oscar. So his
I had
name is
Oscar as well.
Yeah, so
He's a
Oscar.
goldfish.
Oh, Moscow. I like Oscar better. So Oscar and 2 other able-bodied men are heading into the bathroom to get revenge. If you want to go with them, you can.
Yeah, I'll go with them. I'm doubtful they'll be able to do it on their own.
supervise Yeah, I'm going to accompany them just to supervise the revenge taking.
Okay. So you guys head with Oscar and his his 2 lackeys.
I like how the chair's still here.
This is do.
I mean, yeah, the chair's been here a while. So as Oscar puts his ear to the door, he doesn't hear anything from the inside. And after a few moments, he removes the chair and opens the door, and he finds the bathroom empty. And he kind of turns to you and goes, "I thought you said somebody was here.
That's odd. There was somebody here until, now.
Both of you make me a perception check."
He could have gone to the sewer. You do have gelatinous cube down there.
But who would do such a thing?
Maybe it's tamed. Maybe they fed it.
So, as you guys are listening to Oscar say what he says, you also all of a sudden start hearing this incredibly powerful oinking and growling coming from the hole in the ground. As you look down into the hole in the ground, it's man bear pig. As you look down into the hole in the ground, you can't see much further than a few feet down, as it seems to make some sort of turn. But there's definitely some oinking and growling coming from down in the sewer. You can make me a knowledge engineering if you have. Yes, oinking.
Okay, I was really
Yes.
confused. I do not have engineering now.
I do have 1 rank of knowledge engineering.
Okay. Wow, that is super bad. But
Yeah.
this is a fairly easy check. This is a type of toilet wherein a tamed or untamed pig lives at the bottom of the sewer hole and eats the manure. So that's what's going on here.
You?
Yeah.
I thought this hooked up with the jazz cube.
Yes.
Great answer.
It, well, you'll have to go down there to see what it's like.
Nah, I'm good.
Oh, come on. I worked on the sewer all day now.
Not worth it. You probably don't want to get all that stuff on you in there anyway.
Sounds like a lovely way to collect disease.
Okay, then.
Gamboki's gonna search this room, see if there's any more loot.
Okay, make me a perception check. How unfortunate that your 23 didn't carry over. No, you don't find anything of particular value. You do find a barrel filled with ale. But that seems to be the most valuable thing.
Oscar, I got something that'll go well with that T-bone steak.
And he heads over and takes a look at it. This'll cheer up the folks. Thank you. And he hefts it with both hands and starts to carry it out, along with some 10 metal cups.
Hey, Steve, you wanna go look around in the captain's lodge?
But of course.
You seem like the extravagant type.
Well,
Okay. Do-do-do.
here's hoping.
So as you guys head into there, go ahead and make me another perception check. So Genboki is looking around, not really finding anything. He's kind of like just picking up books and all sorts of knickknacks, and searching the drawers. And Steve drops to the floor, looking underneath the bed, and he sees a chest lying there, which he pulls out. I presume, anyway.
I'm actually going to have Jimboki pull out in case it's trapped.
Okay.
As Jimboki should be pretty good at this trap detection and disarming thing, right?
Not particularly, no. It's not a part of my class.
I'm shocked that the man with
I'm
minus...
still working off the assumption that Jimboki is better at this thing than I am.
I mean, I'm good at disabling. I'm not good at finding. That's the issue, because that's my perception.
doing wisdom things. Is your...
Do we roll perception
With
or
your-
disable device for the chest at all?
No, not really. You look at it and you're fairly confident there are no traps in it.
I shall put it out and try and open it.
Okay. So you open the chest up, and inside you find a pouch with 800 gold pieces, a cloak, and a book that says Aaron on it. I assume that's what his spellbook looks like anyway.
He just has his name on the front page.
Yeah,
Aaron!
he just has Aaron scribbled across it.
Property of Aaron.
Property of Aaron.
Looks like it's money
Super
from
secret, don't look.
Super secret. Not for cat eyes.
Looks like it's the money this Baron's been holding and Aaron's book. I don't know what that cloak is for.
I smell the cloak.
Why didn't I think of that?
You smell it. Do you? What is? You're human,
smell.
right?
Yeah.
It smells dusty of mothballs and stuff. Like it's been here untouched for a long time.
I do not smell the ozone tang of magic upon this thing, but we may still wish to have Aaron take a look at it. just in case it actually is magic.
I think it's either appraise or perception of a DC 20 to see if something's magical.
Can you do it with
Yeah,
appraise? I have
You
no
can do it with the straight up skill. I'll double check the DC.
Well,
I could use my magic eyes to tell you what it is.
I still don't
oh,
see
yeah.
the magic on it.
A
It's
DC 20
25.
appraise check determines. Yeah, so 25 would tell you if it's magic or not. What is Steve doing with his perception?
Let's see if
So he
I
was
get a
trying to see
crit.
if it was
No.
magic.
Oh, but that's appraise. No, you do not appraise it, Gimbuckers. You're not sure what it's worth, or if it's magic or not.
You can take it on to the magic people and split out the money.
Yes, you're definitely not cutting out super hard like a robot boy.
Robot boy.
I'll
Beep,
reconnect.
boop.
Robot boy.
How am I now?
I mean, better from that one sentence. We'll see.
I said, let's take this stuff out so they can identify and we can spit out the money.
You cut off at the exact same time. I'm gonna assume you said take it to the magic people and show it to them. Possibly.
Yes, and split
I don't
up the
know.
gold.
And split up the gold. Okay, there we go. So you guys head back out into the courtyard, passing this room and these dead bodies as you do.
Wait,
And
what's the split of the gold?
isn't it?
If it's
200?
800, it's divided by 4, so 200 each.
Okay.
And they return.
They return
So I.
a barrel of ale as well.
Right,
Also,
one.
Aaron, since you weren't here last time, you now have a Wand of Magic Missile.
Oh yeah.
It's in your inventory. I've already taken down the charges of what you used in this combat.
Alright. Where did you put it?
In your charged magical items.
Hi! Hey, look at that. Cool.
So am I to assume that the magic peepers are going to take a good old look at the Cloakerino?
Yes.
Okie doke. Totally forgot.
You'll get another
about this.
42 gold, because that's from the corpses.
Corpse, gold.
And I shall edit
gold.
the loot handout. Corpse gold
Whoa.
for best gold.
Did someone reset something?
Wasn't supposed to. I was removing, what's his face from your sheet.
Me.
Yes.
Yeah, he's gone now.
Okay. Well, I made my whole character sheet blink.
Well, you know, deal with it. It's the price you have to pay for.
Not
I
having
don't
me
know.
look at your sheet,
Yeah, exactly.
and me having to control you when you're not here.
Also that. By the way, you have a Texan accent. Okay, so taking a good old look at the stuff.
Yep.
So
I
it
would
is
like to identify. Magic
it is magical indeed. So do make me a sweet spellcraft roll.
Oh man, Woo, these are hard. I rolled a 5 on that die.
I think that's a big old success. Wanna see it? That is a big old success, and that is going to give you. It reveals that it is a cloak of elven kind.
I feel like I should know, but I don't.
Something
remember.
about that has Jaboki all over it.
Yes, most definitely.
I was sourcing out
Stealth.
the loot. What? Oh, item.
Cloak
You
of
got a
Elvenkind.
cloak of Elvenkind.
Let's have a look. See, it might be one of my ones I want. I think that's to do with stuff. Yes, it is. But it's shoulders, so I can't use them.
Wait, what do you have on your shoulders?
My cords that allow me to move.
Oh yeah, your Mule Black cords. That's
Yeah.
right. I keep thinking of that as a belt, like continuously.
I mean, if you want to
As
change
a
it to a belt, sure.
No, but I don't know why. It just feels like a belt to me. I'm not going to change it, but it just feels like a belt. Okay, so yeah, you guys find the Cloak of Elvenkind and loot, and do you
probably
give
just
him back
get a,
his spell book?
I'll probably just make a combo item of those two later.
Whoa, you can combine items?
You can't combine items, you can
Fancy.
add additional abilities to the same item.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, so you guys give him back his spell book, presumably, and
Yeah.
I mean, we could charge him for it.
give us 50 gold. So is there anything else that you guys are going to do before heading out of Slave Castle?
Give the place another once over to make sure we're not missing anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna perception the bunks, because there might have been more stuff up there.
Okay, so Steve is going to give the entire place a once over, and Ginbokers is going to take a big old look at them bunks. So Steve, make me a perception check, as well as Ginbokers.
I got it.
Oh, wow. God damn. So, as you are here, looking in this tiny, tiny room that the captain supposedly used, you are kind of looking around, checking under the bed, don't really see anything. And then you're kind of looking at the wall, and you notice that a section of the wall is kind of scraped to all hell. So you start kind of running your hands alongside of it, and eventually you find an indent that you push onto, opening up a secret panel in that wall, where you find 2 potions and a belt.
Okay.
Inside this hidden stash. And looking over the entire castle, that is the only thing that you find. Well, the keep. You do also find, the stable boy, who is still kind of in a kneeling, sobbing position
Yes.
in his straw bed.
I was hoping so bad we'd just forget him here. I didn't want to mention him for a reason.
Oh God! Well, we'll see what happens. But yeah, Steve, you remember him and notice him.
Notice me, senpai. Please, don't leave me here.
Notice me, senpai. Notice me. Oh yeah, make me another perception check. Actually, Steve Areno,
Okay.
Steve Master. God damn. You are also looking over the kitchen, and you notice a glint of something in the barrel of coal, and you pull out a pouch of 550 gold pieces.
Oh.
So that, and the belt and potions, and the stable boy.
Stable boy's an item?
Yes, you now own a boy.
I'm gonna put a stable boy in my inventory.
Okay, so add 1 stable boy to your inventory. He is worth 75 gold pieces.
That's expensive stable boy.
Yeah, it's a good stable boy.
Must be master.
So what?
He's worth more than a horse.
Well, he's worth more than certain horses. What is it that you want to do vis-a-vis this stable boy, or do you just want to ignore the stable boy?
I'm gonna look him in the eye and say, "Did you have anything to do with this?"
No, sir. I swear, sir. I'm just a slave, sir. They forced
Then
me.
perhaps
to
you
feed
should
their
go
horses.
join the other freed peoples.
Yes, sir. And you notice that he's kind of fidgeting, and he's kind of trying to. Well, let's say this. Make me yet another perception check.
As
A
he
lot.
was walking towards the where I knew the stable was hiding, I would have kind of kept an eye on the situation, so can I roll perception as well?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, okay. So, neither of you guys really notice anything awry, but he seems to fidget a bit as you're
so
telling
that's
him
what
to
it-
go over. No, not without like you could ask him. Like, you saw him fidget, but you're not entirely sure like what he was doing. But you saw him move kind of.
I mean, I heard when he said that, no, I'm just a slave, they forced me to do this.
Oh yeah, sense motive on that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Sure.
that part, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, you believe him. He doesn't seem to have an ounce of a line bone in his body regarding that, and he seems very scared as well.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Yup. So he starts to head over to his slave bros. So that is it vis-a-vis him. Okay, so are you guys doing anything with the horses? There is still the one horse loose in the courtyard, and it is just mostly kept to its side of the courtyard, like over here. And then there are still the 4 locked up horses in their stables.
Did you identify those potions in the hidden area?
Oh wait, do I have alchemy? I do have alchemy.
Yeah, you can make alchemy.
Okay, well,
I
I
don't-
probably mark on both of them, but so
Yeah, I don't know what the DC is to identify potions with.
I'm checking.
I think it's like 15 plus spell level or something.
Yeah, then both of those fail.
Yeah.
Identify
Probably
powers
not
of potion through taste is 15 plus the potion's cast level. But that's perception.
Yeah, so yeah, no. Well, I'd allow you to use your craft alchemy instead of perception if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be a big
Yeah.
old foul.
I'm just gonna have ear and try to identify it in the belt.
Okay.
Aaron.
So you flop it over
Aaron.
to Aaron. And Aaron, you want to take a crack at identifying them babies?
What do you have here?
Howdy.
Let's take a look.
So yeah, the belt and the potions are magical. I'll say that you started with the belt. I think that's a big ol' success. Is indeed, and it is an aquatic cummerbund. Is what that is. And then you can also make me does sweet spellcraft on them potions.
I wonder how much swimming we're going to be doing.
Probably not a lot, unless you choose to. And make me another one for the second potion as you identify a potion of resist energy fire and a potion of protection from arrows. That is both of those.
You want to keep a hold of those potions, Aaron?
Potion of protection from arrow.
What cast level are they?
They are. I think they're the lowest needed for those. So that's gonna be 5th for the protection of arrows, and 3rd for resist energy fire.
So it'd be a resistance of 5, I think.
No, sorry. Protection from arrows is a 2nd level spell as well. So they are both caster level 3rd.
So protection of
They're
arrows
just
is 30,
base.
and then the fire resist is 5.
E.
Well, one's resist, one's health thing.
Yeah, like basically 10 hit points
Yeah.
for arrows.
I like how they were so shocked about us using that scroll and they had a potion that did a similar effect.
Well, he had it.
Eh.
They. Yeah, I was just like I was looking over the combat log for the fight, and I was shocked at how much that protection of arrows, like those archers were pounding you guys with damage. So
Yep.
that was a big play.
It's all about preparation. It's a good thing we survived the first time to realise we needed some arrow protection.
Exactly.
It was so useful here as well, because there was 8 or 9 archers on the walls when we came here.
Yeah, there was no shortage of archers here.
I mean, there was a reason we put money on that.
Yeah, exactly.
And on the better one at that.
And money well spent.
Yep.
Should make it a magical item to use it so many times per day.
No glob. Good glob.
How much resistance was it from the spell?
It was 60, I think.
Nazgûl got 33 points of damage from arrow.
Yeah,
So Nazgûl would be a pincushion without it.
Yeah,
exactly. A big play.
that is the power of preparation.
See if I can find my
That's great.
notes. I don't even know where my notes are on this. Apparently my notes don't exist. I might just not have saved.
All that did was make it apparent that now that we leveled up and I have access to 2nd level spells, that I needed to learn that.
What, protection from arrows?
Yeah, it's not a bad investment.
It's very useful.
No, it isn't.
It's crazy useful. Of course, communal protection from arrows is considerably better, but protection from arrows is nonetheless amazing for tanks. As you saw in a bunch of fights. Okay, so you guys have, I think, done most of what there is to do here in the keep, unless you have anything specific in mind. The only thing I think that is left are the horses. So is there anything you guys wanted to do with the old horses, or just want to start heading back to Black Hollow?
Try and gather all the horses up and hitch up all of the loot if we can.
Okay.
They use them for loot, and if any of the slaves are too weak to travel they could just use the horse.
I know that your character would never say it, but I was definitely picturing the end of that sentence as they can just die. And yeah. Okay, I don't know if those horses are like. Isn't this like how heavy is all of this loot? Like £1 billion?
I can calculate some
Most
of
of
it
it has
for you.
been given. Yeah,
Nah, I
most of it has
think
been
you,
given away to
million,
the slaves,
obviously.
though.
oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, you give a bunch of swords to the slaves.
So
They are
there's no
also
reason why the slaves should not be armed in
Fair
this
enough.
tumultuous period.
should I say that the slaves took the short swords and the basic leather?
But no,
Okay.
Sure.
it's
yeah.
on loan until we get to the
Sounds
city and we
good.
take it back.
So that is what these slaves have. And then these slaves also take the bucket of water, not the bucket, the barrel of water, and the barrel of salted meats. And you guys then start heading out.
Are there
Uh,
any
the-
like carts or anything here?
Not that you can. Well, no, I don't think there would be. No.
The only carts we knew of was when they brought the caravan down here to do
Yeah.
the sales.
Yep, I was thinking the exact same thing, and no, there are no carts here now.
Are any of the
Uh,
free men injured?
No, not that you can see. You do see maybe that well, one of them does have some fairly severe whip lashings. One or maybe two of them do. But
They-
aside from
They
that,
could all just like gather around the Scully
Sounds
and
like
then
a job for
channel.
the
Yeah, I
Solid.
mean, yeah, I was gonna say that while those guys are searching and I'm kind of handing out water, I would just take a look at them and see if anyone needs healing. Just
so
do like
a-
a thing.
as you do that, they go like, "We're very grateful, but you've already done so much for us. It would be improper to ask."
Not a
No, it's
not a
all
worry.
fine. I'm happy to help. And I'm just gonna,
Uh,
I guess, channel one energy, at least.
They
You know,
start
let them-
screaming and running out of the channel. They don't want to be healed. No, so you channel energy and heal them up, and a murmur of oohs and ahs go up around the freed people. They're like, "Oh, she's a priest. Oh, a cleric. The Lord is with her."
He.
All that. He. I get confused at genders.
It's a goblin. Who would have thought?
Genders are hard.
Genders are difficult.
Genders
And
are
yeah.
made up.
Genders are a social construct, but let's not get into it. We're playing D&D. So yeah, a murmur of oohs and ahs go up, and they are very grateful and thank you profusely. And after that, you gather up the horses, placing the loot onto them, with the freedmen and women wearing some studded leathers and things of that nature, carrying as much as you can possibly carry, and heading back to civilization. Trot, trot, trottity trot. Bomb. Political game time. Do. So you guys head from Slave Castle back to Black Hollow, and your travels are unaccosted as you march the 1.5 days journey back to Black Hollow, arriving at the gates with a retinue of 20 people in your wake, and did anybody try and go for that horse in the courtyard?
I didn't.
Probably.
If you did, you gonna have to make me an animal handling check.
What happened to the map?
It's gone. It's gone now. We went. Oh, are you talking about the new map?
Yeah. Wah.
It's a new map.
Wah.
I didn't like the old map, so I made a new map.
I like this one better anyway.
Yay! Me too.
It's very clean.
It is. It's missing some features that I do want to
Did you
implement.
use like a
Like
an
a
app
fountain
to
feature.
make it?
A fountain feature. What did you say? What's your face? Rain?
It's been that
Wow.
long.
It's
Did
just my
you-
go-to.
Did you use like an app?
No, I just use my incredible natural talent because I'm so fantastic. Now, I followed a tutorial. I'll link it. Well, I didn't quite follow the tutorial. I kind of just copied the types of maps because I had to hand make this because I am a piece of I'm a piece of beautiful human.
This is where I find out you use the
Beautiful
same one I do.
But you are.
So yeah, that's the tutorial that I used.
Ew, it's on Drive. What I did was on Reddit.
Well, this is a link to Google Drive from Reddit, but yeah.
No,
But
this
I
is
had
different.
to hand draw this with my fingers because the tutorial is procedurally generated, and I already had the map that I wanted, so I had to hand make it, and that sucked a lot. So yeah, that's great. In any case, so yeah, about that horse, about that good horse. Did you want to try your hand at animal handling?
No one here actually good with animals.
+2.
I'm actually surprised that you have a plus in that.
It's
If you're
charisma.
I
minus
have
two.
the +1
Oh, it's charisma. All right.
from somewhere. I think my
Plus-
charisma as well.
+1. I mean, you guys can try, but
And if nobody
not-
else is actually good with animals, I'm gonna try. But
okay.
I'll assist you, even though you have the high bonus.
It is a trained only. So do you have a rank in it?
I'm not gonna
oh
assist
no,
you.
no,
No.
I just have a
no.
natural
handling
+2,
animals.
so.
yeah, same.
This would
Well, +1.
yeah, this
And
would
yeah, it requires training.
yeah. This would
Well-
basically be a rear wild animal check, which is 15 plus, and you
They're not
can't
combat
actually-
trained?
Yes, but this one in particular is a feisty little bitch, and the fire did not do so much good for him.
Yeah, build character.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but like, yeah, you'd have to calm it down with a 15 plus DC, which you can't make with your non-trained. So no horse for you. So you just have 4
You
horses.
could always nat 20.
No, that's not how anything. No. Get out of here. Get out of here with that. So you guys head back to Black Hollow with your 4 horses, retinue of 20 freed peoples, and piles upon piles of loot and cash.
I mean, with the staple point of being able to calm him, just he
Oh.
works with the horses.
That is a good point. Do you ask him to do that for you?
Yes.
Okay. He goes, I don't know, sir. He's always been a bit of a wild one. I don't much want to get my face smashed in by one of his hooves.
Well, I think you out of any of us is the most qualified to deal with him. If you don't want to try, that's alright, but just, I don't know if I'm okay living it just here. I guess he'll be fine.
You can make me a diplomacy.
Sure. Most diplomatic goblin. Hey, that's actually good.
You're a pretty diplomatic goblin, yeah.
Very convincing goblin.
Yeah, you're a convincing goblin. There you go. I'll try it, sir. Just for, you've already let me live as well, I wasn't expecting that kindness, so, paid forward, I suppose. And he starts to move up to the horse and try and calm it down. Please don't roll a natural 1, stable boy. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So he goes up to the horse, kind of like in a bit of a submissive position, putting his hands out and going, "Calm now, girl. There's no need to worry." And the horse is kind of like it's kind of rearing up on its hind legs and kind of aggressively gesturing towards him. And he just continues his steady, calm gait towards it until eventually he manages to calm the horse down enough to lead it back to the rest of the horses and start piling loot onto that baby. So you guys arrive back at Black Hollow with 5 horses, 20 freed peoples, a bunch of loot, and 1 stable boy. And as you are entering into the gates, one of the guards kind of stops you as you're entering, going like, what's going on here?
We return victorious.
Yeah, I'll step forward and be like, yeah, we've saved these people from the Slaver's Keep. Not far from here.
Well, that's bloody impressive. I suppose go ahead and report that to Thali, and the lot of you can. Well, we've got a shelter set up for people that are a bit down on their luck. You guys can head over there. And so the slaves, the freed people, start heading towards the shelter. As you guys leave.
What about
your horses.
the 2 guards that with us? Are they going the slaves? Are they coming back to the keep, or coming back to
They're
the
coming back.
castle or whatever?
They're coming back to they're coming back to they're coming back to Thali. As you guys head to there. Yeah. So and one of the guards stationed at the gate accompanies the slaves to the shelter. So you guys head back to Thali, and head into his office, where he is sitting doing paperwork. And as he notices you, he immediately cracks a smile on his face, and yells out, "It's bloody good to see you guys. I can only imagine by the smiles on your faces." And you guys are a mixture of, I don't know, smiles and some of you probably not smiling, but he just says it anyway. That you've returned successful.
That would be a correct assessment. What were we supposed to bring? We're supposed to bring the...
Oh yeah, you were
Got the head of noble.
Yeah, you cut the head of the noble, and you have it with you.
I will lay
have
back
it-
on the table.
You have it on top of your own head as a trophy.
No,
It's
I'll
a
just
second
place
head.
it. Oh, no. It'll be in a rucksack. That's gross.
So
We'll
you
just set that on the desk.
Okay, so you take the head off your head, placing it onto the table, and
Not
he
from my
goes, yes, and he goes, it's bloody good to see that son of a bitch is finally dead. It's wonderful to have you guys around, but I'm very sad that our work together is about to come to an end. What with, well, there's nothing more to do. It's a bit hard, but I'm still glad to give you the sum of 1,200 gold pieces for your fantastic work here in Black Hollow. And
Yeah, we could be of help.
and I don't know if I don't really know if you would have wanted it or not, but I'm just so damn happy with you. I did it anyway that I wrote to the Baron and told him of the good deeds that you have done. I'm just waiting to hear back from him, but should be in a couple of days. But I'm hoping that he'll reward you personally for the good deeds you've done for our community.
Thank you. That means a lot.
You're very welcome. And thank you for your services.
Who was this guy anyway? Point to the head.
Boo, boo, boo.
Well, was he actually a noble or just someone?
He wasn't a noble. The son of a bitch was masquerading as one. He always, well, this is something we, he's been a thorn in our side for so long because he was kicked out of Arx for masquerading as a noble in one of the houses there, and he went here to take his revenge, as he blamed our good Baron, as he is the one who ousted him from his masquerading dealings. That's why he's been such a thorn here. But I'm glad he's finally been dealt with.
How long had this outing been going on?
Well, it's been a few months, and it's well, it's there's always been a bit of slavery here, what with the dwarves and all, but it's really ramped up these last few months, and it's been quite horrible for the communities to lose so many of their peoples.
I haven't seen many dwarfs around here, besides the one at the bar.
No, that's the implication. What was it? No, it's mostly that dwarves are the largest purchasers of slaves because their disgusting country is so massively. Its economy derives mostly from slavery, so they are the largest purchaser of slaves, and which is why the slavery trade is well, it's mostly for their benefit. So they may not be directly involved in getting slaves for themselves, but they do buy an awful lot of them, the sons of bitches.
Have you got any information where those dwarves may be?
But it's just, it's kind of a general thing. It's just dwarves. They buy a lot of slaves. If you're looking for dwarves that are using slaves, you could either head north to the Dragonspine Mountains, or to the east, where their lands are. But that would be
To the east is the ocean.
Yes, but past the ocean is more land. It's kind of an inner sea kind of dealio.
That's a lot of water to travel to get to dwarves.
Yes, specifically like 900 miles.
How much is that in feet?
A lot of it.
If I wanted to walk,
Over the sea?
Jim takes a boat to the Dwarven country, leaving at 5 p.m., traveling at 16 knots an hour, and he buys 18 watermelons. How fast? Oh,
you
come
stop
on.
that right now.
Come on.
I ain't in school no more, and you don't need to put me back in it. Oh god, PTSD's setting in.
Here we go. Yes, you would have to find a lot of dwarves. You would have to travel east, past the ocean, to their lands of Saramberkor. That is where the most of the dwarves live.
It also sounds like it's a kind of a cultural thing, and we can't just sit by going there anyway.
You can change the
yeah,
culture if there's no one living in the culture.
That's pretty gruesome, but, well, I don't necessarily disagree with you. I'm loving the upbeat music to this grim conversation about genocide.
It's very fitting.
Yeah, isn't it?
Well, we gotta sell off all this loot.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I'll see you later, and I'll bring you news if the Baron decides to write back. And so you guys head out of Thali's office, leaving the two gentlemen to report. And they start their report on their little excursion as you guys are heading out the door. So yeah, you guys go and you sell your stuff.
Yeah, I shall work out the prices.
Indeed. Go ahead and do that.
Do we want to keep these Thunderstones? They're basically a thrown weapon that... It's kind of like a flashbang, but for sound. Basically,
Not a
throw it, it's a
beam.
big bang. Then people go deaf.
You did cut out for the majority of that sentence.
I'll be right back then. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Free.
Did you only get the 3 from that?
No, I just
Okay.
it stood out the most out of the 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Do we want to keep the thunderstones at all? It's basically you throw them, it makes loud noise, and possibly deafens people. But
Could be used as distraction.
yeah, could be used as distraction if we don't have the fray voice spell or anything. Yeah, actually, for distraction, I'll keep those myself. If anyone else doesn't want them, they're ranged attacks.
Maybe.
So if anyone has a
Yeah,
higher
go.
ranged,
What is your ranged?
well, it's very high because I have dex. My ranged is 7.
I got 8.
No, you can have them then.
How many did you have?
Well, it's in the loot. It is 2. Two
You could keep 1 and I can keep 1 because you're the one who's the most stealthing. So you can be the one that when situation seems to get hairy, you can just toss 1 out and get yourself out of there.
Yeah, you can take 1 each.
Because I'm rarely close when you're doing your stuff.
The only problem with that is that if I use that whilst invisible, I become visible because it's an attack. But yeah, for normal stealthing, that'd be good.
It's like right before
Oh,
you're discovered or
wow.
something.
Yeah.
If
That's
there's such a
terrible
situation.
Oh no. Is it an attack if you're targeting a grid intersection, or like you're
I
not
think
attacking
it's
somebody?
I think it's any attacking action. I should double check.
Like you're making a ranged attack, but you're not targeting a creature. It feels super weird.
I mean, it's Pathfinder.
I mean, yeah, okay, fair enough. Still.
I double check the wording of visibility. Actually, it might not count. Because it says if I don't cause direct damage. It's up to you if
Yeah.
the status effect would be fine.
Yeah, the status effect would be completely fine. I was already like, it doesn't really make sense. And if there is a raw way for it to not do that, then it wouldn't, because
Alright.
you're targeting a grid intersection. If it were an alchemist with a bomb, that would be a different story.
Now, just give me, I don't know, 10 minutes to write out all of these prices.
Yup, that sounds good. So, if y'all want to take a little break.
Well, I don't get a break, do I?
Well,
I'm gonna
no,
write
you don't
this
get the
out.
break. But everybody else gets a break.
Yeah.
I'll be staying here talking to you, being a good old pal.
Oh,
Howdy, Nappers.
If that's the case, I'm gonna go heat up some food.
How about them Knicks?
I'm debating on whether or not I should have the spell bowl's strength so that I can give Steve +4. to
You
strength.
can also give me +4 strength.
Yeah, but I could push Steve over 30 strength when he's using his thing.
Did you not have? I was reading over our chat logs because I'm a weirdo, and I thought you had like the weapon thing where you get your dex to damage. Am I crazy?
I don't yet have that yet, no. I get that later. I get it. I can choose that as a ninja trick to take, a rogue trick to take that.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to give me that as a basis, fine, I'll take it.
I'm not.
Come
I'm not going to. You're already slaughtering everything you sneak attack, so I'm good.
I'm just waiting for the time where you throw me against something that sneak attack doesn't work on.
Oh yeah, that time is coming.
And that's when
The time
I
almost came.
I just buy weapon crystals and say, no, it still works.
Wait, what? What is weapon?
Weapon crystals. I'll have to double check they're in Pathfinder.
No, I think they're a 3.5.
Yeah, they are 3.5. I
Weird.
don't know if there is a Pathfinder equivalent though. I've not had to make a rogue in Pathfinder yet, so
Is it
not looked.
crystalline? Let's see. Blood crystal. No. Okay. Crystalline. No. No, it seems. I think it's just the 3.5 thing. I'm not seeing it for Pathfinder.
Oh well, it's probably another way to do it.
Yeah. Also, I did. Well, not everybody's here, but I did want to let know that I'm most definitely going to be. I'm going to be removing the rule that all monstrous races are getting dark vision, because the point of that rule was to not have me have to deal with lighting, and I'm already having to. So, screw y'all. So if you want to change, if anybody has like alternate racial traits that remove their dark vision because they were getting it anyway, they can change that back if they want to.
Well, I removed my low light because I didn't really need low light if I had dark vision.
Yeah, exactly. So you can change that back if you want to, but I'm also making an announcement on it in the announcement channel after this, or I could just do it now. But yeah.
I might just keep
most
it, just
definitely.
get dark vision goggles or the spell.
Yeah, exactly. But like, there's no point in you having that added benefit for free if it's not benefiting, if it's not
Benefiting
doing
you?
the thing. No, not if it's not doing what I intended it to. Like I intended it to have me not have to deal with lighting, and then that didn't work out. So
Okay, I'm back.
welcome back.
Sorry about that.
No, it's not okay. Get out of here. You're a bad boy.
Oh. But
Yeah.
I had a shady Indian last night. It was
That. Okay, I'm not gonna
I guess I
ask.
should say shifty Indian.
Yeah, it still doesn't sound especially good. So I'm just gonna not ask about it.
It was good at the time.
Yeah, I've had that. So yeah, we are mostly taking a little almost 10-minute breather to let Nappas figure out the prices for all of the loot.
Okay. There's all of the items for their base price.
Okie doke. Okay, so roll me a D1 hundo as your
Holy
son.
crap.
Oh, that's the wrong thing.
Excellent. Okay, you finally succeeded on one of those D100s. You have not been rolling well on those. So, as you are selling all of this stuff to the to the weaponsmith, to whom you have sold stuff to multiple times, he kind of takes a he kind of looks you over for a moment and pauses and kind of like looks at you a bit suspiciously and goes like, "Wait a sec, I think I know you. Haven't I seen you somewhere before?"
Well, I've been selling you items over and over again.
No. There's a bit more than that. There was a painting. There was a drawing of you. You're that bloke what killed that owlbear.
Well, I severed its spine and then I took off its head.
Yeah, that's what I said. Killed that owlbear. Boy, I can't believe we got a bloody famous person in my establishment. These prices are too bad for you. Well, I've got to be giving you how do you say, a discount, but, you know.
A reverse discount of giving you more money.
Discount. I'm giving you more money. I'm not so good with the words, you see. So you are going to be selling this loot at 65% of its value.
Ah, I thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. Please, do feel welcome to come by any time and sell your things. It always helps business if I can tell that a famous person used this, even if it's not exactly true.
Well, we got a lot of this stuff from saving a load of slaves.
Yeah. Oh man, that's even better. Oh boy, the lads down at the pub are gonna have an uproar about this.
My name is Ken Pocket. This is my favorite shop in Black Hollow. I had to. I'm sorry.
It's gonna be advertisement after advertisement here.
Alright, that should be 65%.
At 2,000 gold.
You just gonna round it to 2,000? Or...
Sure. I'm a generous man. Generous DM. So yeah, around 2,000, that's gonna be 400. Oh, 500. Oh yeah, there's 4 of you. So 400 each.
500. You just said it twice!
I'm tired. I had Christmas dinner last night. You can't blame me.
What? But it's the 1st December. What?
It was with work. So like work Christmas thing.
Okay.
Oh man, I should have just said. What do you know about Iceland? It's tradition here. You would have had to take me on my word. So.
What I missed?
You have 500 more gold.
Another 5.
May I take that in platinum?
Yeah, I'm converting mine to platinum.
Yeah, sure. You're in Black Hollow anyway. Like the bank is right next to the blacks.
It's my convenient.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, so the Thunderstones are already handed out. There is 1 Cure Moderate and 3 Cure Light. Who wants to split those up?
Oh, what do I have left in my inventory? I'm good. I have 2 Cure Lights and 4 Scrolls. Cure Light.
I currently have 1 of each. Steve, you got any potions on you?
Thing in here.
Let me double check. As I've got the well, I think I gave those to Aaron. Got 6 Cure Light wounds. And that's it for potions.
You have 6 Cure Light Wounds potions?
Yeah.
Okay, you're fine then.
Yeah.
Is Niscali still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
How many potions you got?
I got 1 Cure Light Wounds.
Okay. So you take those, and I'll take the other 2 Cure Lights.
Okay.
And I need to check what Tanglefoot bags do. So I'm pretty sure that's just another thrown item. It's another alchemical creation. Oh, they're so heavy.
Wait, what? What do Tanglefoot bags weigh?
They're 4 pounds each.
Oh.
That's a lot for me.
I mean, yes, but you're like anorexic.
I have
Yeah.
11 strength. I'm better than
Oh,
pretty much everyone you're gonna
really?
see.
Wow.
Like most
Why do you
people
always
have an 8.
issues.
How much can you carry?
What? Yeah, my archer has like 5 strength. Like, why do you have? No, my archer has 16. Whatever. White. Well, yeah.
Well, if
So
I
why are
don't,
you always having issues with?
if if I'm not using any of my modifiers for the carry capacity, I can only carry 38 pounds.
Really, I thought it was. Huh.
And then if I have my modifiers, I can carry 133. But I'm
Oh, I guess I just don't
already carrying
carry.
100, so like the weight goes up really quickly when I'm looting.
Yeah, that's fair.
And
That's
if,
why we have horses and carriages.
I can't use those whilst in combat.
That's fair.
Cool, ranged touch. Was a part in Goose, but that's basically web bag. Go web, go! Shazam! And that does entangled. -2 to attack, -4 dex. Sure, I'll keep these. One for me, one for you, Nascali.
Sorry, what?
Actually, no, 2 for me, 2 for you for Tanglefoot bags. You basically throw them as a ranged touch attack, and they either reflex or they get entangled, and they get stuck to this floor, so they can't move.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, you'll have 2 and I'll have the other 2.
How heavy are they?
4 each.
Yeesh.
And it's actually a compendium. I can drag and drop. Oh boy. You can also use these in spells, like Black Tentacles, Slow, and Web. Because most alchemical items allow you to do. Alright, that's all of that loot done, besides the magical items. Does anyone want the Cumberban Aquatic, which is the +4 competence on swim checks? As well as plus allowing you to take 10 in swimming.
Nah. I mean, I know I'm probably going to regret this, but nah.
You know, I'm also saying no. Well, my plan is to go more inland, so unless we're finding lakes...
We don't really have actual plans to cross the sea anytime soon, so...
Well, it's not just the sea, but there's not many lakes on this map, at least none that big enough to mark.
There are. I will point. Like, I'm not saying that it's going to be relevant, but I will say that there are far more lakes in the country than I have mapped out. I'm just bad at my job, but there are more lakes.
A lot of rivers.
Yes, there's a lot of rivers, but I'm not saying that the belt is going to be relevant. I want to point that out. I'm not saying it's going to be relevant.
I will say, all I can think of is the fact that my sorcerer for Pathfinder 2 for the playtest stuff almost drowned crossing a river. So
I mean,
I could see the value in it.
it would partially negate my penalty from my armor.
There's no question that it could be useful, but the question is it too situational to be less useful than the 1,300 gold that you are going to get for it?
Yeah, I think
1,300.
once we know we're going to be have issues with water, we can just instead buy, I guess, scrolls of water breathing or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or
Then.
if you needed this, or if you needed this specific item, you could literally have your crafter craft it for the same amount of money that you are going to get selling it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
And just sell it for now and not worry about it, and then just
Yeah.
buy it again if it's necessary.
Yep.
Does anyone
Okay.
want the Cloak of Elvenkind? +5 competence stealth checks.
I assumed you'd want that.
If I wear that, I go into heavyweight. So no.
But what about your muleback cords?
It takes the same slot.
Oh, right.
He needs
I mean-
more shoulders.
I
Yeah.
could always
Yeah.
just take it.
You want to take it?
I mean, I don't have anything for that slot. I mean, it's not like it's completely unuseful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Help-
good to
help
have it in the
yourself.
party. Yeah, absolutely, definitely.
Yeah. So
Just a-
so
Okay.
sure.
So you are
There you go. You can
using
have that.
the cloak, and you are selling the belt.
Yes.
Correct.
Do I get
Um,
noticed at selling the belt place?
Make me a D100 check.
Oh,
still
there is no
danger
cloak
one.
of Elvenkind in this like
Nah,
auto
sadly.
thing?
No, you don't get noticed because you are terrible at rolling reputation rolls. You are honestly, you haven't rolled below 50 more than like once. It's
Yeah.
amazing. I've never seen anything like it.
Alright, well, if we sell it for half, that's how much gold we get
Yep.
each.
No. Sorry, it's worth 2,600. The sell price is okay. Yeah, sorry. Yep, I messed that up. I'm so bad at everything. So you are now flushed with cash.
So is it 325 each or
Yes.
32?
This money's weighing me down.
Yeah, I'm like, how much do you have? Like, well,
250
if you don't wanna
platinum.
say, that is, yeah, that's gonna be hit.
I mean,
They need like,
just in currency,
they
I
need,
have
like,
5.5 pounds.
wait, what? Only 5.5 pounds? Wow, that's actually surprising. I thought it'd be more. But yeah, it is a pound to the 50.
I'm carrying 7 pounds worth of currency right now.
We're carrying
Jesus.
6.2 pounds of currency.
Just so you know, like my goal right now is to save up and buy a
A proper
fucking
wizard's
handbag.
tower.
Actually,
frog.
that would be great. We'll do that.
A
Never mind.
portable wizard's
Scratch it.
tower.
Who needs to be able to carry their gold?
Yeah, who needs to be able to carry their gold when they have a tower to keep their gold in?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Got there.
Fucking holy
Got him.
So
fucking
Got 'em.
genius.
No, I had to do it to him.
is 2,200 gold pieces enough to get me a handy haversack?
I don't know how much.
Do you
is
want
a
it to be
handy
crafted?
haversack? A handy haversack is
2,000. Or 1,000 to craft.
it's only 1,000 for
Earring?
What's that magic bag that I want?
I don't know,
Bag of
Bag of
holding.
not remembering. Bag of holding.
the
Thank you.
quintus, like the,
The
one of the most
penultimate
iconic
thing.
items in the game.
Yeah,
Um,
2,500 gold. I could craft one.
That's the market price.
I wish to beseech Aaron to craft a handy haversack for me with my money.
Let's
Aaron,
see.
will you do this thing?
Yes, I guess. I guess it's been long enough that we can now do this.
Downtime.
It's downtime time.
We just successfully completed a
Shopping.
mission, so you know.
It's with the D4s.
Don't worry about it.
I will worry about it now you said that.
There's no need to worry. There is no war in Bossing Say.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
What about that man's cabbages, then?
My cabbages!
There's no war in Boston State. God damn it.
We are.
Mother-
Oh
I
man,
have no idea what you're talking about.
I should have the Baron invite you to Lake Lao guy.
No.
Yes.
Like,
Aren't you- Aren't you honored to accept his invitation?
No. Go away.
Aw.
Yes,
Yes.
I'll take it.
We go. Okay, so it's downtime time. You guys are down in some time.
It's downtime time.
Time to down.
I wanna get my crossbow enchanted to +1.
Sweat.
Aaron.
I'm reading again. You don't understand how hard it is for me to remember how to do like item creation shit.
Yeah, that's
It's a little
fair.
sort of
It
like
is-
ridiculous.
It is
Well,
pretty
just-
complicated.
I want you to craft me something as well.
I don't even know if I can make a bag of holding right now. How does
You
that work
can.
when I don't have the spell?
+5 DC
It's
for everything
in-
you don't have.
Yeah.
Yep.
Increases the DC by 5. So
That's it?
it's caster level. So it's what is it? It's caster level 9th? Yeah, caster
Yeah.
level 9th. What is the total DC? Is it just caster level plus other?
No. I'm
I
going to
think it
double
was-
check what the base was. I think it's 5. That sounds low in my head.
So it says I can craft a bag of holding for 1250, but it also says that I need the secret chest spell. I don't remember how it works, but I do not have
It is
Yeah.
actually
that
5.
spell.
So it's 5 plus 9 plus 5 to do up the spell. DC's 19.
So 19. Yeah. 19
So I just
DC.
take 10 and automatically succeed.
Yes.
Yes, if you have +9 or more. So yeah, you can take 10 on that, baby. Wait, did yes, you can take
I have
10.
plus
No,
15.
wait, wasn't there a thing that you couldn't take 10, or am I
No,
crazy?
you can take 10 on all crafting.
Okay, yeah. then-
As long as you're able to succeed, that is.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Fair enough. So yeah, you take 2 days. You can take 2 days to make the bag. Fairly easily. So you're making
also the handy haversack.
Are you making a minor bag of holding?
I believe so. That's the smallest one that can hold 250 pounds, correct?
Wait, no, that would be a bag of holding 1. So that's 1250.
Actually,
No,
you would
yeah.
need to increase DC by another 5 because you're not cast level 9.
Ooh,
So
so
it'd be
that's a
24.
24.
I
What's
still
your
succeed.
automatically
15.
with the? Okay, wow. So yeah, you can take 10 on that, and that so DC 24. You take 10. It costs you 1,250 gold, and at the end of 2 days, you make a bag of holding 1.
Success.
Which is 15 pounds in weight and holds 200.
I thought he was making a handy haversack.
No, I'm going
No,
to
he
make
was
myself
making
a bag of holding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's
Those
making
calculations
something
go for the
like that.
handy haversack. I think it's the
Well,
same
those
for the
calculations.
bag holding.
Yeah, it's the exact same. It's the
Okay.
secret chest, which he doesn't have. Caster level 9th, so +9, +5, and +5, 24.
Automatic 25.
And then you take another 2 days to make the handy haversack ?
Yes.
So if it's 2,500 gold, the
2 days
bag
and a
of
half.
holding. Yeah, it's 2 days and a half. Okay, so in total you'll have
So
spent
3
4
days.
days.
And if you will make my item, that's what I want you to make, please.
Ugh. Dear
Crafting
God.
bitch.
What's the DC that I gotta roll for all these? Let's see, 19 and then 13 on your.
You don't need
yours.
to. Yeah, you're not needing to roll on
Okay,
anything
so
because you
well,
have such a high.
what number it is important because
You can also
But you're
speed
so
up by
good.
+5.
Ah.
yes, 4 hours per 1,000 GP. So
You.
how much was the handy
You
haversacks
can,
cost?
They are. They would
Handy haversacks
DC
200,
It's a-
2,000.
It's 1,000 GP
Yeah.
to craft.
the 1,000 GP to craft, so I accelerate that to 4 hours by making the DC 24. Because
It still take you a
No,
day.
no.
You craft by
Also,
the
the
base
DC
price, not the crafting price.
Also, the DC is
Oh.
24. So if you increase it by 5, it's 29 DC.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, but
Guess
you
I'll take
you can increase the Eyes of the Eagle by 2, putting it up to DC 23, still auto succeeding, and removing 2 days from it.
You can only speed up once.
Ah, okay. So cutting it in half.
Yeah,
don't
you,
know.
but
Yeah,
you
it says
basically cut the
process
whole
can be
time in half.
accelerated. Yeah, 4
Okay,
hours
so-
of work per 1,000 GP in the item's base price. So
Okay, so it's basically
I
one
can
day.
reduce it to 10 hours or whatever, essentially.
Yeah.
No,
One-
you're
one day
reducing
and
it
2 hours or
to.
whatever.
Yeah, you're reducing it to 1 day and 6 hours. So 1 day, so you'll have spent 6 days and 6 plus 12, 18 hours crafting. So put that to. Wait, no, the day thing
No,
assumes
It says
an amount
it
of
says the
work.
process can be accelerated to 4 hours work per 1,000 gold. So if it's 2,500 gold, 2,000 gold is 8 hours of work, so that's 1 day. I can only work on something for 8 hours in a day, right?
Yes.
And then that
Oh,
leaves.
that's right.
Then that leaves the other 500 essentially, which would be about 2 hours of work if I'm accelerating it.
Okay, so
So I
you'll have
can-
spent
Yeah,
5 days and 6 hours in total.
there you go.
And then, okay.
And now I just stuff
What
stuff
was
into
I
a
doing?
bag and don't have to worry about it.
I was doing something. Oh yeah.
For all intensive purposes, my carrying capacity is now my weight is now 0.
Okay. Are you guys crafting anything else?
Possibly.
Whew, it's warm in my room.
Warm from all the
Toasty.
maths.
I'm gonna open up a window real quick.
I'm
Oh man, I
crafting
should
for now.
roll more so I can fail and create cursed items.
Oh
That's-
no.
That's okay.
No.
Wait,
I know this is one of those things that would make Goose very excited, but you really don't have to.
I can intentionally make them. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I'm gonna
No.
create an armor of arrow protection. Oh, oops.
You don't have
It
to.
attracts arrows. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So, oh, brilliant. So we make a bunch of those, and the next time we find a castle slaver, we appear as merchants, and we sell them the cursed armor of arrow protection, and then we come in later with a bunch of arrows and crossbows.
Exactly.
It's brilliant.
You can't
We're gonna create
lose.
Potion and poison. Ring of clumsiness. There you go. That's an easy one I can make. I have this magic ring. It's very, very special. It does amazing things here. And then, ta-da! Can I make cursed items that people can't like remove?
There are some there.
I think it's like you have to succeed at a remove curse to remove it or something.
Yeah.
It takes time for the curses to manifest. What?
I'm worried.
Some items are crafted to function for a limited time. Oh, wait, I want to do this. This is brilliant.
I'm worried.
Craft useful things that are only useful for 4 hours before they flip.
I'm worried.
Oh dear.
This is an awesome idea. Okay, sorry, I'm distracting myself enough. Back to what we're at.
This is why mages are often evil.
I was contemplating how I could create items that, if in the end you guys all betrayed me, I could just like basically say a magic word and then they all just turn to cursed items.
I mean, you wrote about it in the Discord, so it's not much of a secret.
Thing
Yeah.
that
Like
I
this anyway.
need from me, and just make sure that it's not gonna spring to life and choke me in my sleep or something. Is there any way I can do that?
Legitimately debated on that. It's like, what happens if in the end of this we do something crazy and we're gonna get a shit ton of money and everyone turns against each other? It's like, if I'm crafting items for everybody, can I craft items that allow me to just like all of a sudden reduce like Steve's strength to like 4?
Well, that's a lot of strength to use. Just saying.
And we're a long way off from betrayal, so I have time.
You sure about that?
I would think so. We're all very low level. At least right now, I'd probably just turn into a fox and teleport away, and you can't do anything about it. But in like,
Who said it was betraying you?
No, touche.
I take it we're resting for the well, we're resting for like 6 days. Why am I asking that?
Yeah, you guys have rested a lot. Were you making any more magical items?
That was a weird noise. Why'd you do that?
I almost died. That's why.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, real quick, while I'm being stupid, how do I where's the thing on T20 PFSRD that actually like tells me how to bump my ability scores and when I reach that point?
What?
Oh, it's.
I can't.
Are you
find
just
it.
talking about ability score improvement?
Yeah, which is supposed to be now.
It's every 4th.
I believe.
You get
It's
plus
yeah.
1 to 1 ability score.
Yeah, it's 4th, 8th, 12th, 16th, 20.
24, 28, 32.
Well, it's,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it's just
yeah.
a +1 to 1 ability score?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I needed to know. 'Cause I have no fucking idea. Enhancement bonus. Where am I getting these? I don't remember.
Buffs.
My base then for int is going to go to 18. I am now smarter.
A smart boy.
My brain has
SMRT.
grown. SMRT. I am smart.
He's a smart boy.
I just
I'm
need to
smart
get
boy.
a +6 to wisdom headband, and then I'll be fully functional adult.
Then you'll be at
I'll be at a 9.
Have fixed your
But
bad
then you'll
brain.
be average.
Yeah, below average.
I feel like I should just create
It's
one
only
and give it
slightly,
to
though.
you just to see how your character reacts.
Oh god.
You want to do
Puts
what?
it on and all
That
of a
would be
sudden
entertaining.
everything's clear and we have complete
I
clarity.
already have roleplay ideas for when he gets higher wisdom.
Oh my god, that's so funny. I want to see what happens.
It'll be a very emotional time.
Well. More magic, yeah or nay? What's going on?
I'm done.
Vis-a-vis magic items. Okay, I will make the assumption that nobody wants to make any more magic
I mentioned
items.
it, but I had my crossbow enchanted +1.
By Aaron?
Can Erin do
He
that?
can't
Like,
do that.
so-
He needs craft
Yeah.
Oh, he
magic arms
can't.
and armor.
Oh yeah.
But
I
I
know
did
it's
run
on.
enchant right
Is,
now.
is your crossbow a masterwork first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So make me a D100 check as you head in to get it.
They throw him a flaming
First
enchant
question,
for
before
free.
I do that. I look like a gnome. Does the poster thing look like a gnome?
Well, you've been traveling with us as a gnome.
I mean, I've been a gnome most of the time, so I wouldn't like it would
Yeah.
be possible, but
Yeah, you've been a gnome most of the time. I would say if you were a goblin, you wouldn't get recognized.
Also, wait,
Okay.
I think all those slaves saw you as the goblin, and they didn't say
Yeah, they
anything.
did.
Okay.
You never asked, but if you
Um,
would have, I would have said that I
no,
changed back into the top gnome like right before we got to town.
No, I'm saying like, well, I'm thinking of it as like most of the knowledge of you guys is from your turning in of bounties, which is from and Thali's been giving out that info, and Thali's been giving out the info of a gnome. So if you walk in somewhere as a gnome, you're gonna get possibly recognized.
Well, Bali knows that I really look like a goblin, but he
Yeah,
might
but
think I'm a
he
gnome that just
wouldn't
looks like a goblin.
he wouldn't put that in the like
Yeah,
thing because
he's a nice dude.
people hate goblins and stuff. Yeah, so you do get recognized. You walk in, ask about getting your crossbow enchanted, and let's see, 45 hits on. Boo, 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 boo. Oh yes, yeah, no worries. I can take care of that for you. No worries. Say, aren't you that gnome that's traveling with the night mites, doing whatever you've been doing?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, you're good fellows. You killed you got rid of Scarface Ted. That son of a bitch killed my grandson. Well,
Sorry to hear that.
that's no worries. I've gotten over it by now. It's just difficult sometimes, you know. I'll tell you what. I'll knock a bit of gold off the price for you. You know, for everything you've done.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you.
No worries. When are you getting your crossbow enchanted? Is it like the first day you're back in town?
Probably
or...
like first day, yeah.
Okay. So you are going to get a bit of a discount. And you only pay 1,900 gold for getting your crossbow enchanted, rather than the 2,000.
Okay.
I like how the somber music kicked in as she only got a 5% discount.
I mean, it's still magic and it takes time and all that, so...
It is, the thing, like, I base it off the fact that, like, magic items will, like, bump up in price super hard. So, like, a 5% discount is still a fuck ton of gold, especially at higher levels. I think it's quite generous. So,
I take it.
Yeah. So at the end of your 6-day rest, it lands pretty perfectly with the fact that at the end of that rest, Thali comes into the aqueduct looking for you guys. So for these last few days, I should actually mention this, that for the last like 4 days, at like your second day here, the gentlemen who've been sitting at the bar for like most of the better part of a month headed out, and they have not come back since. Oh yeah, I should advance. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, so those guys have been absent for the better part of 4 days, and Thali comes into the aqueduct looking for you, going, he kind of waves you down as you guys are sitting at your table eating your breakfast, and he goes, I got an answer from the Baron.
Please.
What did he say?
Have a seat, do share.
Also, that's not his voice, I just realized. Yes, I got an answer from him, finally. It was a bit of a wait, but he sent back something, and, well, I think you should read it for yourselves. A letter reading, Dearest Night Mites, His Excellency, Baron Hadrax Ishmael Ignacio Jacobim IV requests your presence in Castle Jocanth so that he may reward your services in his barony. His Excellency hopes you will make great haste in answering his call. And it is stamped with an insignia of the barony, the sigil of the barony, which is a glowing rock in the center of a mountain, and there is also a handwritten, unlike the rest of the letter that's not handwritten. No, there's a signature at the bottom of the letter of Baron Hadrex Ishmael Ignacio.
I'm
Royal summon.
suspicious. I mean, maybe I shouldn't be, but
I say we go. Okay, so I have knowledge nobility. Would I be able to identify this as genuine?
Yes, you would.
Can I also do
go
the
ahead
same?
and make me that. Yeah, make me a knowledge nobility.
Yeah, I want to do those too.
Oh, I rolled really low. I'm so sad.
Long name.
Gintoki,
A high
Nose.
bonus.
So, Gintoki, you do know indeed that Baron Hadrex Ishmael Jacobim. No, wait, I messed up his name immediately.
Hadrex
That's okay.
Yeah, Baron.
I would too.
Fourth
The
of his
fourth.
name.
And yes, you do indeed know that he is the Baron of Calixia, the barony inside which you are currently. And I've made a crappy little border to show that right there. Right there. And also I moved the map. Oops.
Ah, the world's moving!
Yeah, the world just moved.
Earthquake.
You do know that the Baron has a bit of a reputation as a trickster and prankster, though when push comes to shove, he rises to the occasion. He's seen as a relatively benevolent leader by his subjects. His taxes are not too high, and his collectors are kind and reasonable, though he has been accused of taking bribes from the underworlders that dwell in Porthaven.
Well,
Um,
I say we answer the summons.
Well, what's the worst that could happen?
Do we technically have a choice if he's the Baron? And then it's everything.
My character's not wise, so I'm going to relay all this information in front of Farley to the others.
Well, does anyone know anything about this Baron? It's a
What?
long name.
What I just said. Am I
Yeah.
breaking up?
Can
I just heard that you're not wise enough, so I
sense
just...
motive on the letter?
No. Okay. I'll come
He's
back.
not wise enough to filter his stuff. Pretty
Yeah,
bluntly.
Okay. What
That's
I'm
essentially
s-
what he's saying.
what I'm saying is my character isn't wise, so I'm going to say exactly what I know, but it's going to be very insulting because Farley is right here, and I'm basically saying a load of shit about his Baron.
oh yeah, like he's
Oh.
been accused of taking bribes and stuff.
Yeah.
If Thali reacts
I
to
will
it,
say-
he doesn't really show it.
I will look again and I will be like, to that note, when we do meet the Baron, allow me to do the talking.
But of course.
By all means.
Please, help yourself. Should
Oh,
we acquire better vestments?
I knew I should have bought good clothes.
I have money to buy real clothing.
myself a new wardrobe before we leave town.
a new wardrobe?
Oh wait,
Go clothes
Jokanth
shopping.
is like a city, right?
Yes, Jokanth
So it's like
is.
the capital, essentially. I'm gonna wait till we get there
It
to
is-
buy myself a new wardrobe.
It is, and this is some terminology I just learned today. It is the head of the barony.
Well, I will wait till we get there to buy clothing because I'm sure they have much, much nicer.
So
Also,
they
it's
have-
a long way, so it's probably not very wise to travel very heavy. Maybe.
It says Castle Jokanth, so is Jokanth just the castle, or does it have more stuff around it?
That is a good question, one that you might be able to answer with some sort of knowledge geography or local. Knowledge local, knowledge geography, other
I
stuff.
can do local, theoretically.
Yeah, so you can make me a knowledge local or a knowledge geography or another knowledge if it's applicable, but I don't know. So with your knowledge local, you know that the castle, Jocanth, is kind of the center of the town. But Jocanth is definitely a town, and then it is a town built around basically the keep in which Baron Hadrex Ishmael Ignacio Jacobim IV and his family dwell.
Left out, so I rolled 2.
Yeah, you don't know anything more than Muscali does. That it is indeed a town.
Right.
The buildings in town spread outwards from the Grand Keep and its powerful walls.
Like a very general medieval town.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Wow, what a coincidence!
That's crazy.
Some places have their castles on the bar walls instead of the center.
Yeah, absolutely. This is not one of those though.
I normally see where almost all castles were the first building there, and the walls all like come off of the original castle walls. You're funny, like layouts for cities from that time period.
So, we're gonna take a trip up to Jocanth.
Yes, we are.
I do believe so.
We don't get going immediately. It's kind of a long way.
We still got those 5 horses.
You have hiccups, Missy.
No, I don't.
Not you. I have a guest
Oh,
in my
yeah.
lap right now.
I did also forget to mention something, though less important. The barkeep, whose name I have
Oh yeah, you
Forgotten.
probably know stuff.
You can move us onto the map with a pin.
a barkeep, no stuff. Yeah, Sigurbjörn, the barkeep, lets you know about 4 days into your rest that there was some trouble in town a few days ago where a man was killed by his horse, and the horse was taken in by the stable, so it's now people are not too keen on buying a horse that's killed its previous owner, but if you're interested in the murder horse, then you can always look for that. But otherwise, not really much happening here in Black Hollow while you guys were gone.
Also, I think you said these people aren't here anymore.
Yes, they're not here for. They weren't here for the 4 days of your 6-day stay here.
Get off our table.
We.
Oh no, everything went dark.
You took Kenpoki away as well.
I've gone to the GM
Yeah.
layer. Oh no.
The GM layer isn't a precise. It's more of an art than a science. It's difficult to
Why is there a duck?
why was there?
That's
a
my
duck?
rubber duck when I take baths.
Right, that's what that was.
Space duck.
Oh god. There's a rubber duck and a stick for your son. There's all kinds of good stuff.
Stick me
here
a
in
song
the
with very
office.
short legs.
With very, very short legs. Incredibly short legs is what he does indeed have. Oh boy.
We will need, when we get there, to look for courtiers' outfits, which is just nice clothes,
Yeah.
so you don't look out of place. And it'll cost us
It's only like 50 gold, isn't it?
50 gold
it's
for the
less than that.
jewelry that needs to go with it to make it not
we
look out of
really-
place.
Okay. Guess we do.
Well, I can just use this. Notably, Duxie's had a little bit.
So it's
It
80
looks nicer.
GP for a full setup to not look like a commoner scrub.
Well, it's only 8 platinum.
You got a hiccup, Mithy.
I love how you guys have like gone to this upper echelon where you don't think of money as gold. It's now platinum.
It's easier
you
to
are,
carry.
yeah, you are truly
Oh,
the
yeah.
1%.
It's easier to carry.
8 plat. I can swing it.
I can swing it, plat. Ain't nothing much for
Oh
rich
man, I
blood
can just
like me.
put all my gold in my backpack, my handy haversack now.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do. All my gold is gonna go into my stuff. What is the
Make sure
hiccups
to-
for, miss?
Keep track of the weight.
So we gonna take any steps on the way up to your camp? There's the new city that just popped up yesterday up north, apparently.
Let's see, where was the
That's Hextown.
Oh, that one. Okay, yeah, I know now.
Yeah.
It didn't have a icon before.
No, I updated it.
Oh, from what I'm getting
Scout.
inside my... Okay, so inside the character sheet thing, if I move all my currency to other currency, it doesn't take up weight?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's where I'm going to move it all. So it's not weighing me down.
Just make sure you don't put too many coins in the bag, because it still weighs something.
Yeah.
And it will break the bag if you go over the capacity.
Oh, will the bag just plork? Just
I
die?
think it just breaks. I can double check.
it ejects everything that was inside the pocket dimension, and the bag ceases to function.
So yeah, the bag
So you end up-
breaks.
Yeah.
Wow, really? That's super. Okay. That's funky. I just thought it kind of spewed it all out and.
So
still
I might
worked.
have 250
it does. It
pounds.
spews everything out, and then
And then it
bag
doesn't
breaks.
work. Yeah, I
But-
thought it didn't break.
By the time I have 250 pounds worth of gold, I think I'll have at least more than one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll probably have a bag of holding like plus 4, whatever it's called.
It goes
That's,
up to tier 4.
Yeah, that carries like 1,500 freaking pounds.
That's 250 pounds of gold in gold pieces is only 12,500 gold.
That's still a lot of gold. And you
Then
can
have a much larger bag of holding.
Yeah, you can invest 5,000 of that 12,000 to make a huge ass bag of holding.
Which is still
for the
relatively
whole
tiny.
Call it
hundreds of
investment.
And I'm not going to hold it in gold, I'm going to hold it in platinum, obviously. Come on.
We are
Yeah.
peasants.
12,000 platinum pieces can be fit into my backpack.
Yeah, exactly. Who uses
Go into an
gold?
inn and you go, I would like to rent your finest room, please. And the person goes, yes, that'll be a 1 gold. And you're like, here's a platinum. If you could, I would like to change,
Oh
please.
man. If you got 12,500 gold pieces, just make a portable hole.
There you go. That's what I'll do.
Why are we crossing the river that way? Would it not be faster to go around the river this way instead of crossing up, going around the
Or-
lake?
Question: instead of crossing the river, can we take a barge up the river?
What about the horses?
Barge. Put the horses on the barge.
Would there even be a barge there? There's no city or town we know of. There could be one there. I mean, how big is this lake?
Is it a
About-
river? Is it a creek? Is it a
Oh no, it's a
blue line
some
on a
lake.
map?
The rivers feed into the lake. Then the rivers feed out into the ocean? I don't know what you call this inland thing. Is it sea or ocean?
Sea, ocean. I don't know.
I wouldn't exactly call it a
Those are-
lake. It's way too big for a lake.
Well, I mean, America's got some lakes like that.
Yeah, it's just called an inland sea, also known as an epeiric sea or an epicontinental sea. It is a shallow sea that covers central areas of continents during periods of high sea level, blah 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 blah. So that's what that is. It's like the Baltic Sea, or the Hudson Bay, or the White Sea, or Black Sea, or all kinds of stuff. More Wikipedia.
We're also not saving any time going over the river, really.
No, I think like it
Or the
bothers
lake,
me a lot,
rather.
but let's see here. I think keelboats are actually slower than just horse. But I do have, like, I use somewhat. I use random encounters for certain things, and traveling this distance, I will say, like, if you take a barge or a keelboat rather, there's less chance of a random encounter, and if you go this way, there is higher chance of a random encounter than if you go this way, because Darkened Wood is a bad place.
Yes, let's skip.
You also,
Darkened
I think
Wood.
you need to change the
The
measurements on
ominously
this map
named
to,
Darkened Wood.
I think it's Manhattan.
Sorry, what? What? Oh, wait, what did you say, Napus?
On this map, I think you need to change the measurements to it's either Euclidean or Manhattan. It's the lowest one.
You broke up when you said measurements and stuff.
Ah, why me? Okay. I was saying, for this map, you're probably going to want to change the measurements to it's either Euclidean or Manhattan. I think it's the lowest one on the list.
Euclidean or Manhattan? Okay, one sec.
Because those follow a more real-world and larger scale movement scheme.
The hex path. Okay, measurement. Euclidean. Okay. So what is that? What is that? Oh, okay, cool. I see. I get you now. Okay. Yeah, okay. So it's now Euclidean. So that's more accurate?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because it divides the hexes because... Okay, yeah, that's cool. Oh, my God. Okay, so yeah. That's more accurate. But yeah, so the safest route is going by river, going up here, where there is a small port, not important enough to put on the map. Taking... Well, no, it probably would be important enough to put on the map. Huh. Damn it. No, it wouldn't. Jokanth would be the big port. This would be the small port for the people that live in Black Hollow and Hamlet. I'm world building as we play. So yeah, there's a small port here from which you could take a keelboat up the river, the safest route, but not necessarily the fastest, because keelboats are dumb slow for some reason. Oh no, they can actually go 30... Wait, what? 10 miles a day. That sounds super wrong. That sounds incredibly wrong. I'll just say it can go a hex. I'll say it can go 2 hexes per 3 days. Life is difficult.
Boats are pretty slow.
Yeah,
And
you guys.
Is that an upstream or a downstream?
They would be going
Guessing
upstream.
Yeah.
So that would
So
be.
it is slower.
I think that would be. Let's see here. Keelboat. I think it's 30 feet going upstream.
No, they'd be going downstream.
No, the
Because this
the-
river
If
feeds
you go up
into
towards
it.
Jokan,
If we're going up
The
to that, we're
rivers-
going with the flow.
No, the
No,
flow. It starts at a mountain up here.
Oh, yeah.
Like-
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
The river starts up here, and then it goes downstream and empties out into both this lake, and then another river going from there, emptying out into the inland ocean. And then evaporation, all that kind of stuff.
I forgot you were using this as a height map. Makes
Yeah,
more
it
sense
is a
now,
height
yeah.
map.
It'd be
Yeah.
upstream.
You can see that in the top left corner.
I mean, if I zoom out to see the top left corner, I'm not going to see all these details.
Yeah, I know. It's not perfect, but I'm happy with it. Oh, I should put it into a handout. Oh, I'm gonna do that later. It's not a priority right now, but I'm gonna do that later. Put that baby in put that hype map and legend. Oh man, I'm all excited. Okay,
I'm
yes.
also gonna have to buy 1 dose of exotic cologne for this visit. Just so everyone knows.
Fancy.
100 gold for that +2 bonus.
He's trying to
Ooh.
court the Baron.
Yeah, let's try to court him. Hello, Baron. Why? Aren't you a fancy lad? Ooh.
Damn straight.
Is that your musk? No, it's my cologne. So what is your preferred method of approach? Is it gonna be upstream via keelboat, which is the slowest method, or is it gonna be horses all the way?
If we
Keelboat's
go around the lake to the northern side, we might be able to get close to where one of the bounties is for goblins, hobgoblins, and whatnot.
So that would be like it would be about maybe a day's detour to go, because it would be like somewhere around here. But you could definitely do that and then just boop, or you could go like there and then boop, boop, scoopity doo. You dig?
Yes.
But it's a slight detour.
Do we want to take a detour? I thought we were in a hurry.
Are we?
Well, I don't think
That's
he said
in
anything
relation.
like.
It's
You
only
did say make haste to in your arrival. His Excellency hopes you will make great haste in answering his call.
it's only an extra day.
He doesn't have to know that we could have been there a day faster.
Okay.
And it's just an award ceremony, so it's nothing
First,
that we
I'm
need to
dealing with
worry
anyone
about.
that's important. I don't know how to handle these situations.
I say taking the safe route is still great haste. Now, if we dallied for like 7 days, making items, and then left.
Oh yeah, I've got some other items I need to make after this list, so
But- We immediately set out and we took the safest path. The expectation would not be to get ourselves killed on the way.
Also, you're saying you want to get there faster. Going over the lake was apparently slower.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
river is the slower route.
The lake is the slower but safer route. Darkened Wood is the fastest but most dangerous route.
So yeah,
And then
we can go around the northern side for the Darkened Wood to also go past the bounty for goblins, gnolls, hobgoblins, and kobolds.
well, the bounty, like, so I should point this out that the bounty is that that if you take the ears of them, you get that. But the thing up north was that Thali had told you about a crypt that had been overtaken by goblins up north. It's not a specific bounty. The only bounty is the silver you get for goblin ears.
Yeah, the only information we had was North Crypt. I didn't know exactly where on the map it
If
was.
we're gonna do that, I'd rather just like investigate it with like proper time, but we have a sort of a schedule, so I'm not really comfortable with that detour.
You
And I'm
guys
definitely
could
not just going
always-
there just to hunt goblins and stuff.
Never know. Could be bad goblins.
I mean, they all are, but I'm not still doing that.
That's racist.
He can't be racist. It's his own
Yeah.
race.
Literally a self-hitting goblin.
If you haven't figured that out by now, then yeah, Yeah. there's a reason he masquerades as a gnome and not just because it's easier.
I mean, yeah, it's a fair point. Goblins.
He wasn't
are in
lying when he
general-
said to Tali that he feels more comfortable as a gnome.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
You were just born in the wrong
Go-
skin.
Goblins are.
You read his
goblins-
backstory, you know what he's like.
Yeah, I know.
So I just want
okay.
to skirt around the northern side then. This is the fast route. Great vote.
Yeah.
Steve.
I'm still a
I
fan
will
of the
concur.
slow and safe.
Really?
I was kind of
That-
more for
That
just
does not
taking
sound
the
like you at
kill.
all.
Well, I mean, the dude's not paying us more to get there sooner. And there wasn't anything like, "Oh God, come quickly! The kingdom is about to get destroyed."
Yeah, it was more of make haste. We're making haste by leaving
Yeah.
immediately.
I take make haste to mean, yeah, when you feel like it.
So that's a very
I
nice
think-
interpretation.
Make haste. I think haste is come straight away. But I'd rather you be here alive.
We can't collect rewards if we're dead.
Oh, that attitude you can't.
And my 18 intelligence says it's much more wise if we take the keel boat.
I like how it's called a kill boat, but it's meant to be safer.
Keel, not kill.
No, it's kill now.
It's
The way
not a murder boat.
We are pronouncing it kill.
You know, I'm not sure it's actually a keelboat on a river, though.
More like a barge.
Yeah, flat bottom riverboat. Yes, the death boat.
I think a keelboat is it could be rowed. It's in that. No.
Well, I mean, one of the defining features of a keelboat is having a keel, which increases the draft and makes it harder to navigate on rivers because it's.
We're not
Uh,
going
well,
through a river, we're going up a lake.
I will point out this explanation in the equipments in the vehicle section of Pathfinder, which is rafts, barges, keelboats, and rowboats are often used on lakes and rivers. They're going downstream, blah 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 blah. The vehicle can also float in additional hours. Yeah, so keelboats also used on rivers. I rest my point.
Well, there, fair enough. And I will disagree with Pathfinder on that, but
Yeah,
they are the final
We-
word.
you can disagree with them.
Boat is a boat.
Unless it's in
Are
the
we
sky.
taking the boat?
I think it's actually. I think the no, actually, a rowboat would be the fastest. The keelboat. Okay, so I would say that there is. Okay, no, this is a small community. That's a keelboat. I'm having to make all kinds of decisions like on the fly. But wait, a rowboat is Okay, so a rowboat is faster, but it's.
It's probably going to be very
cheaper.
expensive to have the horses on the rowboat, though, because they weigh more. They would make it
Is-
harder to row.
Wait, is this a sailing ship? Is a rowboat a sailing ship? No, here we go. Oh no, okay. A rowboat is considerably slower than. Okay, yeah, never mind. So yeah, it's your only option would be the keelboat. I was thinking of a lot of different things. I'm getting all confused. I'm not good at vehicle stuff, but yeah, it
Aaron,
would be a
what was your
keelboat.
vote?
My vote was the safe route.
So we got 2 for fast, 2 for slow. You want to flip a
you can
coin?
You can do a roll up for it.
1
I
for
will
safe,
pass
2
the
for
odds.
fast.
Odds are even.
1 for
odds are
safe, 2 for
evens.
fast.
Okay,
So
2 for
2
fast.
for fast.
we go fast.
Gotta go fast.
Okay, so then so like Sonic. So then the question is, are you guys going to stop off at the crypt?
No.
No. Okay. So you guys are going to head-
Silver is not
Yeah.
worth our time, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
So you go.
I mean, might be
We
interesting
are
enough to
wealthy,
investigate.
established adventurers.
Yeah,
Great
we get
fun.
paid
We
have
platinum
standards.
now.
Paid in
We
platinum
can leave
now.
that to the newbies.
Yeah, the newbies have to have something to do.
You guys are the worst. Okay, so this is going to be.
I still think we should
So
do
what?
the regeneration ring idea. Just make them regrow their ears.
God, no! Please stop. Let's just go.
Permanent money.
So this is
We
going
will
to be.
set up an entire farm. We'll have hundreds of rejuvenation
I mean,
rings.
if you don't want a healer in your
Yeah,
midst,
that-
then
that-
go for it.
Hundreds of
That's why
goblins.
these bounty schemes don't work.
Okay, so it's going to be a 4-day journey.
I
on
don't think
horseback.
they considered like cast level 10 mages doing their work.
We just set up a farm in the middle of the woods.
It's like the. It feels like the that issue they had in India where they were offering people money for like
Yeah, with the
cobras, but then they started breeding cobras and they took away the bounty and they released all the cobras and so they boomed. that population. So unfortunate. So you guys have 5 horses, and there are only 4 of you. You have 3 light horses, 2 heavy horses, and one of the heavy horses is heavily scarred, and some other stuff. Wait, one sec. I had it written down somewhere. It has heavy scarring and behavioral problems. One of the heavy horses.
Why would we want that one?
I don't know. That's up to you.
Why do you
it has
bring us-
personality.
These messed up horses.
I mean, it's how it is.
What is wrong with you?
I like horses. So you guys have... Yeah, so are you guys wanting to sell that horse?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody roll me a 1d100.
This fool come in here and think we need to have broken horses. The fuck?
Excelente. I think that's the first one. Yeah. Slavers. Oh yeah, that guy. So yeah, as you're selling the horse, he recognizes you as those folks what brought in that slaver guy. The first thing you ever did. And I've been a fan of yours since the very start, I have. I'll take the horse off your hands for 100 gold pieces. He's fucked up, and I don't think anyone in town would give you more than 75 for him. But seeing as you famous folks around here, well, can't help but give you a fair price.
Ow, take it.
By the by, while I have you here, well, we got a horse in the other day. I was wondering if you were interested in purchasing such a horse. He's a bit of a mixed bag, but
How are his legs?
well, they're kind of uneven.
Oh, I don't
They
want
are.
it.
Are you sure? He looked.
Dr. Wayton kind of destroys everything.
Please take him off my hands. He's been controlling the other horses with his magic.
I think
And
you
he's-
can keep him.
And he's fat and stoic.
I like how the breeder saying he's stoic.
Yeah. Oh god, I love it.
Nope, it's your problem.
I
now.
beg you, please take him off my hands. Oh well, I don't know what to do with him. I turned him to glue, but I'm afraid he'd kill me first. Oh god. Well, good luck on your journey with your horses. God, that horse is my favorite character. This is the
Long
best
live
game.
political fee.
We're just gonna
Oh,
go to
God.
Joe Cav, come back, and find Black Hollow's been destroyed by Bloodhoof.
But this one horse, it took control of the rest of its horses with the fucking mind control powers. Oh my god, it's the best. Holy shit. Oh man. Yeah, this is the greatest horse ever. Okay. So that is... Yeah, so you sell the horse, 100 GP, and then you start riding out, going, I think, 48 miles an hour.
No,
I don't...
that is way too quick for a
Not
horse.
an hour. 48 hours a
Say
day.
anything. I'm
48
okay with
hours.
this.
48 hours a day.
48 hours a day.
You fucking
With time traveling.
You fucking
I am
light speed horses.
Okay
Holy
with
crap.
this, okay?
Oh
I'm
my
okay
God.
with this.
It's
One of your
48 miles. 48 miles in 8 hours.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
okay
yeah,
with
yeah.
this.
That. So
Okay.
basically in a day. Because you
Do
can't
we want to
ride.
micromanage our trail ration stuff?
You can just... I like, you have your
Throw 'em
bags
all
of
in the
holdings.
haversack.
Yeah, you have your bags of holdings. You can just, like, take, like, 4 GP off of each of your sheets, and that's
Now
your
that-
rations.
That was 100% acceptable. I'll take
Yeah.
miles an hour. Hell yeah. And we'll be
So,
there
yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. You'd be there today. That's only like 4 hours of riding. Okay, so you guys ride, and I roll, and I roll that. Do,
And he waddled away.
do, 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 do.
Man, man, man.
Blah, 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 blah.
This is where we
Oh.
take the most dangerous path, but we get so lucky with the rolls we don't encounter anything.
If only. If only. I think the biggest bummer about doing random encounters is that I don't have tokens. So I'm going to have to real quick make one up as you encounter something
That's
random.
Acceptable, sir.
Well, you know, I can't make tokens for everything. It's difficult. I only have so many hours in the day.
How dare you not do time travel?
Yeah, the fuck.
Actually, I actually do have a token, but it's not accurately reflective of the thing. But nah, it's gonna have to work. So, as I don't, let's see here. I don't think this boy could sneak. No, he couldn't. Okay, so as you guys are riding on through the forest, let's see here.
The world explodes.
No, you're riding on a makeshift, ill-traveled path, almost adjacent to the forest. It is still like what you're riding through is still a heavily forested area. There are still trees on both sides, but it's not quite as thick as going further into darkened wood. But as you're riding this path, you all of a sudden come to a stop some 60 feet ahead as you see what has befallen. The road ahead is a tree that has been toppled over, and from the forest some 40 feet away, you hear a guttural growl as a cyclops wielding a great axe comes charging out of the forest, rushing at you. Roll for initiative.
Maybe it's friendly.
Yeah.
This is the first day of our travels.
You try to talk to
No.
it. I'm just gonna try and punch it.
This is the, I think, second day of travel. Let's see here. This is like, we're still on the map. So this is while you guys are about, damn it, about here.
What? Here.
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 Here. Oh.
Do
Oh,
we
yeah.
have a battle
Yeah,
map?
Oh shit, my
work-
game closed.
I'm working on it.
Otherwise the turn
uh,
order won't work.
Come back. My thing broke.
This is
Oh, look,
definitely not
it's the same archers from last
reused.
time.
No, there's not. Oh, a mystery. Oh, randomness. Oh, God.
Is there a river over here?
Is there? That's a good question.
I was joking,
This-
because the other map had a river when there wasn't a
Oh,
river.
that's a good point. I was just wondering because I think this hex is in the same hex as the lake.
But after all, so low.
Yeah, no, it's not. Not quite. Quite. And you guys are, I will point out, riding your horses. Still.
Oh, okay. Where's my?
Oh man, I have to look up the rules for untrained horses and stuff.
I thought they
Or,
were
like-
trained.
Well, I think
Steve should not be so big.
the heavy horse is trained. By the way, who's riding the heavy horse?
Steve.
Obviously, the heavy man.
Okay, that is a fair point, but I don't assume. But yeah, the heavy man is riding the heavy horse.
Yeah,
No.
that heavy. Especially now that I have a handy haversack to put all my stuff in.
You had a 1 in 20 chance to be a loser. I'm not really sad. I had a 1 in 20 chance to be a loser, guys.
And here we are.
I know. You had a 1 in 20 chance to be a loser. Lack of luck kind of makes me want to howl.
I don't know if you have issues with this positioning.
On a horse?
No, the horse needs to. It's there. There we are. So Steve. Oh God, Steve is about there. Well, the horses. Well, oh god.
Horses are restless.
So-
It's the exact same trap we encountered last time.
Wow, I'm
The
so
exact same
original.
location.
It's not like I'm derivative of this. Fucking- oh god. So you encounter. So
That log is actually the ogre. Or the
yeah,
Cyclops.
it's the ogre. Yes. So it is just a normal Cyclops. It is not a zombie Cyclops. But I only have the picture of the zombie Cyclops as a token.
I like
So,
how you have to
but it
point
is
it.
alive,
Hey.
very much
Understand, we are fighting a zombie
so.
Cyclops.
No, it's a normal Cyclops.
Zombie Cyclops, got it.
It's holy water.
Okay, so hurt undead.
Turn undead.
No, it's
That's
just a
not
normal
a towel.
Cyclops.
I
just a good boy.
Undead. And then we
Uh,
have a zombie Cyclops. Perfect. Foolproof.
Okay, so he is, I don't know, a number of feet away from you. You guys are still on top of your horses. How do horses react to...
Do we run? Do we just leave? Do we just bail? Quickly escape?
I mean, you'd have to go into the forest.
We can
so
take
that'd
him.
be like stuff.
We just had
like-
the
Why can't we just jump over the log?
Too tall.
Probably too tall.
It's too tall.
also I don't think any
Obviously-
of us have handle animal to make that.
Obviously, we're riding draft horses right now.
Yeah, in combat, I think you need to make a ride check if the mount isn't trained for combat. The heavy horse is trained for combat. The riding horse are not trained for combat. Ride, oh boy. Never done mounted combat, so you are going to have to bear with me, unfortunately.
Well,
Well, I'm going to make
first
it
thing I'm
easier for
doing
you and jump
is
off the
drinking my
behind.
juice.
I'll make it really easier
Getting-
because I'll
getting
probably
off-
get off my horse.
And getting off my horse.
Let's see here. An animal. I don't know what's happening right now. Why? Yeah, it's accurate. It's not undead. Yeah, here we go. Control mountain battle. Yeah, okay, it's a ride check. It's not a handle animal. It's a ride check, and you have to make a DC 20. Yeah, as a move action, you attempt to control a light horse, pony, heavy horse, or other mount not trained for combat. It's DC 10 for Steve. If you fail the ride check, you can do nothing else that round. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna drink my juice and hop off the horse.
Okay. I think it's a move to dismount.
Yep.
But I'm not 100. Yeah. Okay. So you
And
dismount.
because of my handy haversack, it's a free action to retrieve my juice.
Okay. I will say just that your horses act after you in initiative, and this horsey boy is going to just gonna fuck off to the forest. So that is going to be your turn. It is now Ken Booker's turn.
Wait. Did you get off your horse and drink a potion?
Move standard.
Yeah. Did I do some? Oh.
Well, it's a
Isn't
move to
that
take it out
moving
and a
us
move to
under?
get off the horse.
Yeah, but my handy haversack makes it a free action.
It's
to,
still a move action
retrieve
from Handy Haversack.
I thought it was a free action from a handy haversack. Because
That's-
handy haversack automatically puts it in your hand when you reach for it.
I will also point out the fact, and I have actually said this before, but you can have up to 5 items. This is definitely not pulled from Pathfinder Kingmaker. That you can have 5 items on your belt that you can just use as the action. So just a move, just a standard. So you can keep
Oh,
your.
I don't know why that
potions-
posted twice.
Yeah, so you could just keep potions that you'd want to have easy access to on your
There.
belt. for
It
easy
says
actions,
it's still
not
on move
having to
action.
retrieve
It just doesn't
Oh yeah,
provoke.
it does.
Mm.
It just doesn't provoke. Huh. Well,
Again, guys, you could have a thing on your belt, and it doesn't cost the action because I'm saying it. I'm the GM.
I mean, if we would have known that this route is more dangerous, so it would make sense for Steve to have that specific shoes on his belt.
I know
Yeah.
that's super duper what I'm saying though.
yeah, I had it in my bag because I thought that the handy haversack made it a free action to retrieve an item, and not a move action. But if it's still a free move action, it's on my belt with all the other potions.
Yeah, it's on your belt, and you chug it as a standard or whatever the action is, and then you get off your horse as a move, and
I
you
get
flip
off
off the
my high
Cyclops
horse.
as a swift. So Genbuki, it is your turn.
I'm going to use my move to get off the horse. Can use a key point to go invisible,
Stealthy boy.
and then I'm going to move to here and climb up this tree 10 feet. Oh, 15 feet
Fine.
actually.
Wait. Oh yeah, you use your swift to go invisible. Okay, fair enough.
Yes.
Okay, that is going to be your turn. Your horse also bails into the forest. Niscali, it is thine turn.
I will also get off my horse. And then I'm going to cast Bless.
Oh boy.
Hooray!
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Yep, so you bless and get off your horse. Your horse also, bam,
I've
into
returned.
the forest. And then it is the big boy's turn. I love Cyclops because they have a real good, fun ability that I'm going to be using in the first round of combat. So
That excites me.
it shouldn't. It excites me though,
I'm excited. It's happening.
because he is going to jump at Stevie Boy.
Stevie boy, run,
see here.
Stevie boy, run!
Steve's gonna have some trouble.
Stevie boy's gonna get big, so don't worry.
Oh,
Okay.
Stevie Boy's
Alright, I need
going
to apply my buff there.
Stevie Boy's going to take good amount of damage. See here.
Strength.
So he's going to rush up. Let's see here. What is his?
Steve
Okay.
has 19 AC, 24 strength.
Okay, so he is going to walk past these trees, the branches hitting him in the face as he rushes up. You notice that he seems to be a bit malnourished as he rushes up to you. Does he speak?
Almost dead looking.
No, not. Stop, you. Stop. No. No. It's a bad nap. I don't think he speaks your silly little language. He actually does. Do any of you speak Cyclops?
No.
No. Okay.
No,
Is it common?
I didn't go to Cyclops school.
No, Cyclops is not common. He growls something in Cyclopean. And then he is going to use his fun ability called Flash of Insight. And, well, we're gonna step behind the curtain here for a moment. As I tell you what this wonderful ability does. Once per day,
boy.
as an immediate action, a Cyclops can peer into an occluded visual spectrum of possible futures, gaining insights that allows it to select the exact result of one die roll before the roll is made.
Yep.
And that's gonna be big old natural 20. So he is going to natural 20. Does he have cleave? Oh, he does have cleave. Is there anybody?
Oh,
Oh yes, he does. So he's gonna be taking a big old cleave at you, and then he's going to confirm his crit against Steve.
Oh no.
That's going to be d20 plus 11. they're gonna be a big old 24. So I think that's gonna confirm that crit against our good buddy Steve. He's not power attacking because I didn't make him do that because I forgot. Oh,
Oh, what a
but
shame.
but he's still going to do triple damage and a critical deck, which I forgot to preload because I'm bad.
God, he's got a great axe.
Oh, he's got a great axe.
I mean, of course he has a great axe.
Of course he has a great axe.
He has a great axe, does he?
Yes, Robot Nappas. That I didn't catch anything of what you said because you cut out when you started talking.
Robot.
Sorry, buddy. Unfortunately, the site that houses the critical hit deck, the archive is closed, and I can't be bothered to search it up on a new archive. So
Oh no, no crit. What a shame.
No, I have it. Don't worry, I have it saved to my computer. I forgot.
This is where you just get like the vicious effect. You take off his head.
It is in there, but I'm hoping that we don't get that one. It could be 12.
I mean, if you're hoping you don't get it, don't use a system.
I mean, I should probably have a thing where Cyclopses don't get to use the deck.
Why?
Because they auto-crit.
Wait, can it just use that all the time, or there for so many uses of it?
It's once per day.
Okay.
But it's still very powerful.
It is very powerful for that once per day.
Okay, so melee damage. Muscle wound, 1d2 strength damage. Ouch.
Oh.
That's a big ol' ouch.
Oh.
That's gonna be 2 points of strength damage.
Oh.
So you take 2 points of strength damage as.
Don't worry, I'm gonna do the same to him when it's my turn.
Oh, you have that. Cool. Let's see here. He does. Wow, he does so much damage. Oh god. Oh no. So much damage.
Now that's a lot of damage.
Oh boy. So that's gonna be 47 points of damage.
Whoa.
So I'm just gonna die.
Did you go down?
So I've only got 38 hit points. And
Yeah,
I've
but
got 14 con.
your con is 14. So
I'm like
you're
2 points away from being, rolling a new character.
no, you're only -9. Well, only -9.
Only.
Only,
Yeah, but
he says.
But you have like
Minus 9 out of minus 13.
Oh yeah, okay, that's a good point. Yeah. So yeah, you're doing not so good. It's not great. It's not
You're
great.
doing not so good.
Yeah, it's not. That's not optimal.
No.
No.
It's not.
No, it's unfortunate. He is going to take his cleave attack at Aaron's horse because he is. Well, actually, yes. I was about to try and justify it before I realized I have a justification. So he is going to take a big old swing at Aaron's
Steve
horse.
is the largest and scariest person in the group.
No, he's hungry, so he wants to eat the horse.
That too. But also Steve is the largest and scariest.
What does cleave do?
Doesn't your juice give you more con? Or is that just strength?
Just strength.
Okay.
Increases my strength and decreases my intelligence. And it gives me a little AC.
Oh wait, okay. So if it hits the horse, it can also hit Aaron. So that's because he has a great cleave. I don't know if that hits the horse actually.
I don't even think that hits me. My AC 16. Woo!
Yeah, he's targeting the horse though.
What is horse AC?
11. Ooh, that's not good. That horse is dead. I think is that a dead horse? No, the
That
horse is
might
just
be.
barely alive. He does cut super hard into its back, and it takes a big old gash across. But it is still alive.
Oh, that's something.
And then he is going to swing at Aaron.
Here, I changed your wording real quick.
And that's,
I
okay,
one line
minus-
initial dated, made that correct.
wait, what's happening?
One line initial dated your title for the Cyclops, made it more accurate.
Ah, yeah, there we go. Wait, no, it's not a. What does that say?
I don't even know what
I
that
don't-
says.
Yeah, I can't read that.
Mr.
Piz-
R8?
Piz.
Oh no, it's a
Crib-
one line through naught, and that's my initials, and then 12 to 18 for the date that
Oh,
we made the
'cause-
correction.
Ah,
You
Someone's
got to
an
do it
engineer.
properly, okay?
gotcha.
We one line initial dated the edit, and now we're more accurate now. You're welcome.
Oh, that's not a crit though, is it?
Does that hit me? Holy cow! Depends on what he's.
Yeah,
feeling,
but
I
that's
guess.
it's
not a
a
crit.
that's not a crit, thank God, because otherwise
Yeah.
Aaron would actually be dead. But
I
he is
still
gonna-
might die. I hope you know.
No, you literally can't die from his damage, at least in one hit, as he does 16 points of damage to you. With
that's
his big old
me at
hand.
10
there goes Aaron.
Yeah, but you're not dead. But it's a good amount of damage, nonetheless.
My next
and
character shall be very tanky.
so, Aaron, it is your turn.
My torn.
Did you want to use
Your
knowledge to
turn.
find out more stuff about this?
You can, as a free action, take a knowledge religion to find out. No, not a knowledge religion. It's not.
It's not undead. Can you not
God.
see the name?
Knowledge
my
dungeoneering for
God.
monstrous humanoids.
Knowledge dungeoneering is what you can take for this big boy.
That
Ass.
or knowledge local,
Rolled
one or the other.
ass.
What's
Okay.
the DC? Is it just 10 plus CR? I think that's a big old failure. It's a big old failure, yeah.
What? Oh, okay. Well, first thing we gonna do up in this house is we gonna teleport backwards. Boop, boop.
Yeah, that's
Does-
fair.
A fuck
Good
that
call.
shit. And the second thing we're gonna do up in this house is we're gonna do Scorching Ray, level 2 spell,
Ooh, fancy.
and I must make a
To-
ranged touch attack.
Oh yeah, it's every 4 levels beyond 3rd, if I remember correctly. Okay,
Correct.
make a ranged touch attack. His touch AC is so abysmal, I
And
will
what
be
are the
incredibly
bonuses
shocked.
that I always forget? I just add my spellcasting.
Your
ability
ranged
once,
attack.
Plus,
right?
ranged attack, so plus your base attack bonus and plus your
Yes.
dexterity modifier.
Oh.
So it
Okay.
should be like
so
a plus 4
plus
or
4.
5. Yeah. So go ahead and roll. Yeah, as a big ol' heal. So you hit him, roll that sweet damage.
Rolling as a 46 damage.
It's pretty sweet. It's gonna be 15 points of damage. Yeah, so you blast him in the chest with a scorching ray, and he just yells out in pain as you.
And then I will complete my move action to go over here.
Okay. The horse. Let's see if it moves here. I
Can
think
the
that
can the
would
combat
be-
trained horse come back? Combat
no,
horse, come
it's
help
gone.
us.
It's gone. I think if it just runs away, it provokes an attack of opportunity. But it's not smart enough to 5 foot step, so it's gonna run away.
It could just
provoking-
withdraw if they can do that.
I don't think it if it withdraws, it still goes here, and he has 10-foot reach, so he's.
Well, I don't know
still-
that, do I?
I mean, this is OOC. You know.
Well,
You
now
know,
I
It's
know,
a
yeah.
horse.
Of course you do. So yeah, he's gonna run away, and he's gonna provoke a big old attack of opportunity.
Oh dear.
And I think he's gonna turn on power attack because why not? And that's.
Can you do it on a reaction if you haven't done it on your actual turn?
You can do it whenever you make an attack. It just lasts until your next turn, until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Dead. It's so very, very dead. Oh yeah, he slaughters that horse. That horse is dead. So that horse dies. So as it starts to run away, he just swings his massive great axe, reaching far and wide and chopping it in half. As the front half moves forward, its intestines spill out onto the floor, and it dies in horrible pain. Steve, it is your turn. You need to roll to not bleed more.
Is that fort or con?
It's con.
It's con.
Oh.
No, so you take 1 point of damage. You are at -10.
Yeah.
Then it is Kinpoki's turn.
Well, I'm gonna hope this guy doesn't crit me. I am going to fall as free action. And take no damage from the falling. And I'm going to two-weapon fight attack, and I'm going to use my swift after my first attack to go back invisible to get both sneak attacks.
Yep, that all sounds fine. Wait. No, yeah, you didn't. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fine. So go ahead and make that big old attack.
And I'll be reducing his strength.
I think the offhand. So the wait. Okay, so he's flat-footed, right?
Yes.
Is he taking any other penalties? I don't remember.
Don't think invisibility gives me a bonus, so double check.
I think it was just flat-footed, but I'm not 100% sure. Also, how does sneak
I get
attack...
+2 to my attacks, as well as them being flat-footed.
You do get +2, and they're
Yes.
flat-footed. I think even with that 16 is going to be just a... No, it's a 15. Yeah, that's definitely going to miss. But your 22 is absolutely going to hit for 15 points of damage as you stab him in the knee, jamming your dagger into his kneecap and just crunching it around. And he's looking pretty bad off at this point.
Strength is -1, but I don't know if that's even going to help.
That probably will, actually.
If it drops him out of a variable of 2, it'd be fine.
No, it doesn't.
Nope.
He is no. So that is going to be your turn. So it is now Scully's turn.
Okay, gonna 5-foot step and have my melee weapon on my hand.
Okay.
Thank you.
Then I'm gonna... What?
Well, if you have a melee weapon, I can flank with you.
Eventually, sure. But for now, I just wanna have it because I'm next to him. My crossbow is kind of useless.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just to have that at the ready. And I'm gonna cast defensively. Cure moderate wounds. Steve.
Wait, okay. Let me ask: is cast defensively? Is that a decision that you take? Like, is that a turn on, turn off thing, or do you just cast defensively?
I think it's. I just figured it's like this. You know that you're next to someone who wants to murder you when you try to cast a spell, so you just kind of do it extra carefully with the risk that if you fail the concentration, you lose the spell.
Yeah, my question is because it's already taken its attack of opportunity.
Well, I don't know how many attack opportunities it has.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that you might be able to you could try and if your character thinks, because he might have combat reflexes. I'm just saying.
The thing is, if I take that risk and he does have a second attack opportunity, the DC is probably going to be higher because it takes in account the amount of damage I take.
Yeah, that's also a very good point. I'm just saying.
It's a lower DC if I just take the roll. I mean, what is the DC for it anyway?
15 plus double spell level.
15 plus double spell level. So that would be 19. Really that high, heck. I actually don't know if I want to risk that.
I would say not.
No, I'm not thinking. Wait, no, I have +4 to it. So my bonus is +12. Do I still want to take the risk?
Gotta roll a 7.
It's like a 35% chance that you fail.
Don't tell me
65%.
chances.
Never tell me the
I,
odds.
please don't.
Never tell me the.
Well, you were
I
close.
don't like
I'm
thinking
not
with
gonna say.
numbers because every time I try to think with numbers, they fail me.
No, I forgot to roll wild magic in the roll.
Heck,
Oh, yeah,
I'm
you
just gonna
did.
do it. I'm gonna hope that it works.
The odds of success in this endeavor are 3,720 to 1.
I'm just gonna cast without doing defensively.
There you go. It
Okay,
didn't happen.
it doesn't.
You're good.
No, it doesn't.
It's like a 2%.
I'm
chance.
hoping it's a Cyclops
Yeah.
that just used its reaction to the horse, and I'm fine.
Yes, absolutely. It does not.
So Steve
move.
heals for 14.
Steve is back in business.
Wait, what?
Well, you're not dying.
I
And
mean,
you're
he's-
conscious, I think.
He's back to consciousness. So relatively
Yeah,
back in
I'm
business.
at 4 hit points.
And I'm gonna
Yeah.
use my swift to activate my trait to give me +2 AC.
Okay, doke.
Because I'm
So
a terrified
you-
little goblin.
Yes, that's very understandable. Okay, so the Cyclops is going to take his turn, and he is going to look very frustrated. He's going to look very frustratedly towards the horse, and then towards Ginboki and Nascali, and he's going to growl in anger. And he's going to take his full attack on Ginboki with power attack, because he is crazed and angry, and well, maybe without power attack. Let's not.
Crazed and angry makes you do stupid things.
Yeah, but let's do it without power attack, because it's an auto kill if he crits. So that is going to be.
Were you pulling punches?
I just don't want to crit and murder people. I don't think
mean,
that's.
After
it's
doing
gonna
it for the
happen.
first round very knowingly, because
Are
you
you-
could choose to take a natural.
Are you suggesting we can't handle the consequences?
Fine. Fine. I love how you guys are arguing for it. Meanwhile, it's Nephis's character. You guys you think we can't handle a death? Fine. You've goaded me into it.
I trust him.
Yeah, I trust him. Okay, so power attack, full attack. Let's go. So first.
I hate,
Wow.
I hate Aaron. Aaron's the first to die.
Oh my god. Oh my god, you're the worst. This stupid. Oh my god. Oh no.
Wow.
Oh dear.
I feel bad. I feel bad. But well, I've crit and
You'll have
killed
to
people
confirm.
before. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Part of me hopes we just all get wiped.
Because of a random encounter.
Yeah, because it'd just be funny. We do all this stuff and we like build such a good rapport with like the local area, and we're gonna go meet
we
some.
just never heard from
nobility
again.
and all
Just a
fucking
wandering
die.
side
In hindsight,
has-
we should have taken the boat.
He has a 50-50 chance of confirming.
I hope those are Aaron's dying words. Like, why didn't we take the fucking boat?
Why didn't
I
we
am-
take the boat?
I
Why didn't we listen?
Oh my god. I'm going to say here, with power attack, he 100% permanently kills you. Like, there's no way he doesn't kill you.
We want to
If
see the
he-
damage. God damn it! Come on.
Actually, no, he might not. I'm not going to give you hope. He's probably going to kill you. So, okay. Let's roll to crit. Let's roll to confirm. Okay, let's see what happens.
10 or higher. That's higher than the 10.
Oh god.
We want to see the damage. Come on.
No.
What does he do?
He probably kills.
I mean, the Scully has inspiration.
If you have bottle caps or inspiration, you can use it. I'm just saying.
On the crit reroll on the which one?
It says that they must be used before the die is rolled, not after.
I'll allow it because it doesn't come up that often, but I'll only allow it for the crit confirm, not the actual critical.
Yeah, let's reroll that confirm.
This is where he just crits his crit. Oh my god! Why did I say it?
But isn't
The dice gods want you to die. They want you to die. I can't. It's just. Oh my god.
Why do they want me to die though? I stayed here. I could have run away whilst invisible.
Oh my god.
This isn't fair.
Oh my god. This is such bullshit. Holy crap. A crit twice. This is such crap.
This is hilarious.
Oh my god. Oh shit.
This is called
This is
the gods of luck at its finest right now.
Okay.
This is Murphy's invisible hand reaching out and
Am I
pressing
able to?
us.
Am I able to find a build for like a divination wizard that just makes the DM reroll all day?
So
Or a lucky gnome kind of thing. And...
if he rolls
Lucky
a
halfling.
1 on all of his d6s, you probably will still die. What's your con?
Not much. I think it's 11.
Okay, you're dead. If it's
I
I
11,
want to
you're
see
dead.
the damage. You gotta
My
roll it
con
anyway.
is 14.
Okay, you might survive.
Don't give me hope. Don't do that to me.
We gotta
Oh.
we gotta see the
Oh.
damage.
It's like 99.99% that you are dead.
Damage.
Yeah, let's see the
Roll
damage.
this. Let's
Roll
see
the
the
You
damage.
take 75 points of fucking damage.
Holy shit.
He looks angry and frustrated. Going, oh my god, look at that bar.
I'm at minus
Trying
38.
to go for that horse, and he just looks at Genboki in anger,
Whoa.
towering over the catfolk, and he cleaves down with his axe, chopping him in two, and instantly killing him.
Well,
Do
it
we
was
all
double
have
my
to roll,
HP,
like,
so...
sanity checks now or something?
No, you don't. I'm not gonna make this worse. I'm not a monster. I feel so bad!
We all just have the worst PTSD ever, and we can't fight anymore because we're all terrified of what we had witnessed.
Well, I mean, I'm still trying to recover from. All
Yeah,
my
as you wake up, you just see me get cleaved in two.
Yeah, you're fighting some PTSD right now for the well-meaning yet slow catfolk getting absolutely slaughtered in front of your eyes. I'm about to make this scene more gruesome because apparently I'm a monster. Because as this happens, the oh god, you feel bad for saying this, but the Cyclops looks at the delicious innards spilling out from Genboki and immediately drops to the floor, starting to absolutely gorge himself on those delicious innards. And he forgoes his the rest of his full attack and move as he starts to eat Genboki's corpse.
Ew. That's disgusting.
Aaron.
I step out here and attempt to recover this after this terrible. Give me that reflex save, boy.
He has, I think, a minus. He has a terrible reflex. As far as I
I'm
know.
actually banking on that.
Yeah, he has a piss poor reflex. But
Oh
well,
my
it is the
god, he's a monster.
he is
What
the
the
Cyclops.
fuck?
So when would he
So
ever
you're
not
still
roll
using
just
that
a-
clairvoyance, yeah?
Yeah, I'm still using that flash of insight. He has actually like 8
Jesus.
uses a day.
Cross.
That's ridiculous. Okay.
Swift
it's impressive
action.
as what?
That's
But
insane.
He has to do that every round, doesn't he?
If
he
he
wants
tries
to
to
move.
move, he will.
Yeah, if he tries to move.
His whole 10 foot by 10 foot space he's in is now greased.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if he
so
tries
Steve.
to move, he will potentially fall on his ass. But
Yeah, absolutely.
dear God,
So one-
He's just a little more occupied with eating
Lunch.
yeah,
Yeah.
eating delicious.
the fox
Delicious
person formerly known
lunch.
as Jimboki.
Yep.
I wasn't even known as that! Even in my deathbed, you called me the wrong thing.
Such. That is very unfortunate.
Sorry.
well, that would be my
That's
turn.
your turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Then it is Steve's turn. As you watch your friend get
Alright.
cleft in twain.
I'm gonna stand up and hold my action until Aaron has a chance to hit me with that enlarge spell.
It's touch.
Okay.
You will have to survive.
Yeah, I'll have to survive that long, but I'm not very confident.
Okay.
You feel confident still?
Oh boy.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
This is unfortunate. Yeah, so that's going to be Steve's turn. So it is now Nascali's turn.
I've been playing too much Final Fantasy D20, and I had hope I could be revived, but it's much more expensive in this, so no.
Yeah, it's you.
It's 10,000 if my body was intact, but I've been eaten, so it's a lot more expensive.
Wow. Yeah, that's very expensive.
I did not realize how expensive. I'm so used to
It's
5e,
incredibly
which
expensive.
is like literally nothing.
If you had Breath of Life, then you could have salvaged it. Like
No, you've already destroyed my body. You can't do it like that.
well, I like
Breath of Life is really useful in certain limited circumstances.
like if I thought, frankly, if I thought that there was any chance of you being resurrected, I wouldn't have had him cleave you in half and destroying your body.
I'm also nowhere close to the level. In a few more levels, I get the ability to just do Breath of Life for free.
Oh yeah, because you're that freaky, totally not a necromancer archetype.
Correct.
Still totally freaky though.
Oh yeah, I will remove someone's soul and stuff it into yours.
Actually, if my body was intact, it'd only be 5,000, but still, I think we've all spent on money. I'm not intact, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
How hurt does the Cyclops look?
-1 strength.
He does. He is pretty hurt. I will give you that. He is. He looks like he's bleeding from his knee, and he is. And he has a scorched area on his chest. He looks fairly damaged. Not damaged enough.
To roll like a heal check to see like how close he is to.
Sure. Go ahead and make me a. Go ahead and make me a heal check. He has 35 out of 65 hit points left.
35. Oh God.
Yes, that is the correct response.
I can't save us, please.
Dun 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 dun. I will try my best.
I don't know if I want to start buffing like myself or Steve.
You can do this.
Steve's still on the floor.
Steve stood up and is holding his action until he gets big.
I'm waiting for this big guy to clear the next turn and kill both of you.
That's also a
I guess
possibility.
like I saw Steve stand up and the dude didn't even take an attack, so I.
He is very preoccupied with his eating. He is kneeling down with both hands, just shoveling at Genboki's innards, and he has dropped his axe.
Do I have anything else I can do here?
Yes, exactly. I was getting sick of you stealthing around and climbing trees and shit, so I planned this from the beginning. Exactly.
You planned the double crit.
I planned the double crit. Yeah, the double crit with disadvantage. By the way, with oh man, the dice gods are not. You know,
Well, technically that's a disadvantage. You would take the crit after all. So if there's disadvantage, then that is not a double crit.
Yeah, but
Technically.
It's
still,
still crit on the reroll,
Yeah.
so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Absolute brutality.
I might reroll my stats while you guys do this. Unless I keep my stats between characters.
Oh god, I hope not.
I hope not. I've got a free wisdom.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I could just put that free into charisma of the next character and just be very brash to you all.
What are we doing?
I'm still thinking.
Okay, I'm gonna grab my food.
Mr. Galli's doing a think.
I am mortified.
I wonder why.
I mean, Nazca did just say like the whole reason he's out here dying.
Oh, that's what that is.
I actually have good rolls for the next character. Nothing below a 10.
I'm going to cast
Your high is a 15.
Weapon
That's not
of
the end of the world.
Awe on my. Oh wait. Get +2 to damage. Just pretty much forgo my move because I don't really want to go anywhere right now. I guess I could 5-foot step, but it doesn't really make much sense.
I'm back.
Welcome
I'm
back.
done.
Okay. Then it is Cyclops' turn. He continues to eat away at Genboki. Yeah, pulling apart his innards and just shoveling them into his mouth, eating at his heart's content. As we go to Aaron.
Okay, I will make our friend here a big boy. Big Steve.
A big Steve.
Mighty.
Cramps. Steve turns into a big boy. And with your move? Aaron?
Stand here.
Okay. Then it is Steve's turn.
Alright. One. Setting buff. Which person? And now we're up to 26 strength. It's to 24 strength, but hey. Okay, I am going to grapple the hell out of the what you call it there.
Yeah,
You know what?
that's a
The Cyclops?
Cyclops.
I'm just gonna punch it. Fuck it.
Yeah, fair. That's a big hit. Yeah, so you punch it in the back, and it kind of cracks and bends in a way that can only be described as wrong, and it turns its attention to you away from its eating as you punch it in the back for 15 points of damage.
Here
Oh,
comes
this
the
is
cleave.
painful. I regret nothing.
Oh god. Nascali, it is your turn.
And I'm going to cast this defensively because its attention is back here.
It doesn't have a weapon in its hand.
Oh, okay.
It's still prone, eating. It's not. It hasn't been its turn
Okay.
yet.
In that case, just to make things probably kind of weird, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon, like right behind it, so it's like flanking with Steve.
Okay.
I dropped the damage as well. That's cool. So it would be like this. Yeah, shining sickle floating behind it.
And does it auto hit, or does it have to roll on that?
I think it has to make an attack.
Okay.
Spiritual
go ahead and
weapon.
make that roll.
Where is it?
A spiritual weapon.
Round after the
AC,
first.
okay.
You can move action.
It allows. It uses your base attack bonus plus your wisdom modifier as its attack. It strikes as a spell, not as a weapon. Yeah, so d20 plus your base attack bonus plus your wisdom modifier. Wait,
Yep.
Sorry, Steve, did you want to use your move action to do something?
No.
So BAP plus wisdom. Hook.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Duet. I don't want to
Yes,
meet
I
this
would like
death.
to use my move action to chug a Cure Light Wounds.
Like I'm
Maybe
fine
not
with
die
also.
immediately.
Yeah, I'm fine with
Oh,
also
both
killing
got
you,
that.
but your character would know to drink a potion. So I don't think that 13 is going to hit, unfortunately.
It does have flanking, if that helps. Probably
That do-
doesn't.
That does help, but not quite enough. It just barely misses it.
And the target is prone.
It is prone. Does that give it a -4? I think that gives it a -4 to its AC.
-4
And
to AC
with-
and attack melee attack rolls.
Yeah, so with
It is
that
a melee attack.
-4, it just barely manages to hit that.
For a beautiful
manages-
3 damage because kept friendly roll with garbage.
Oof, big oof, but hey, anything counts. As he takes 3 damage from the sickle, sickling him in the back.
But it's there and it's gonna be wagging him every round. For 4 rounds.
Like 4 rounds. That's
Yeah,
definitely good
grab
stuff.
a level.
Okay, so it is going to be the Cyclops' turn. So he is going to stand up, and along with that,
Leave.
he is going to pick up his great axe that I ruled
Provoke.
he can do. Yes, he actually does provoke from both. Does he provoke from the sickle? I don't know how the sickle
I don't
works.
think the sickle gets it, but me and Steve at least. And
Yeah. Steve and Ascali get the opportunity attack. I don't know if the sickle does.
oh no, it does not get a flanking bonus though.
Oh, it doesn't get a flanking bonus. Then the sickle did. So it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't threaten, so it wouldn't.
Yeah, it doesn't
wouldn't-
provoke anything. It's just there.
Yeah. So
But it-
unfortunately, that sickle did not hit. But Steve.
Oh
you
no,
do
my
get-
3 damage.
But Steve,
So
you get
sad.
an attack of opportunity on this boy.
But I have a melee weapon out.
Oh yeah, also you. I'm sorry. Yeah,
I am different from the
I-
sickle.
I know. I just literally don't think of casters as being capable.
Thanks.
So. Yeah, that's gonna be a big ol' hit for. Wow, god damn, that's some sweet damage. As you just punch him in the chest on top of the burn wound, and it just breaks open and starts to just bleed out, and it looks like it's almost dead. It is just clinging on to life through just pure force of will at this point. And it is going to take a swing at Steve. I like
Is it
this
gonna use
new
any of its
evil-
special things?
Oh,
It
it's
doesn't
going
have
to
any
use
special things left.
But the area
Because-
is greased.
Actually, that's a good point.
So how's that work with the standing up?
It's a super point. That's such a good point. A creature can walk. Failure means it can't move that round. Failure by 5
I think
or
it just
more.
has to move. So I don't think it doesn't really.
Uh,
see.
But it fell prone like voluntarily, so it doesn't have to roll to get back up
I think so.
Oh. because the floor is slippery.
1 sec.
Yeah, but it can walk and stuff within the area at half its normal speed with a DC 10.
I'm checking it out right now at a thread on Paizo. Let's see here. The spell refers to an acrobatics check. Movement.
Did its item become greased?
Seeing as it's a move action
It's just
to
the
stand up from prone, I don't see why it wouldn't be construed as. I mean, yeah, I would rule it as standing, but need an acrobat not for move actions. Okay, well, it seems to be open to DM interpretation, and I interpret it as it's moving. I don't know. It's standing up in grease, so it's gonna make a reflex save, I think.
Yeah.
I have no idea if that's a success or fail.
That would be a meets.
So that's going to be a success as it stands up, and it is going to, in desperation, take a power attack swing at Steve. And I swear to God, if this crits, no,
Okay.
but it does hit.
Ooh.
It definitely hits.
does totally hit, and Steve is gonna have a bad day as a result.
Goodbye, Steve. We'll miss you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Steve is going to take 21 points of damage on that baby.
I think that puts me within
That
That's
kills
a
you.
minus
distance
10.
of death, but not quite.
That's a
dead.
minus 10. So you are at minus 10 now, boy. So that is going to be the Cyclops' turn. So it is now Aaron's turn.
I think I kill it. Let's see.
Please.
If you
Very
can
likely.
do, please.
If you just, yeah. I have no idea. There is the failure check. Where's your attack?
16?
There we go. 16.
Touch AC?
That's, yeah, that's gonna hit. It does 8 touch AC. And yeah, you just throw this scorching ray at its face, and it just melts off as it dies in horrific pain, and it just blows up its face as it falls
Good.
to its knees, slipping in the grease. And it goes quite comical there for a few moments as its dead body starts slipping in grease, but eventually it falls. as does silence upon the moment, as your good friend Genboki lies slain in the dirt with Cyclops saliva all over his innards. And I think we are going to call it there and meet up again next week.
Very sad.
It's a very sad ending here in Dragonfall.
In hindsight, we should have took the boat.
We should.
Hindsight is 2020.
Like the rolls of the
Much like-
Cyclops.
Much like the rolls of that Cyclops, that double crit Genboki.
20, 20, 20, 20.
Uh,
Cyclops.
I mean, he did get that, 6 20s in this encounter?
He got at least
Yeah.
4 20s in one encounter. I think my monsters.
Cyclops gave it the old college try. And then
Oh, he gave it more than the old college try. He freaking majored and got a master's in rolling at the fucking St. Bernardino Hospital. Fuck you. Yeah, he's a good roller. That Cyclops. Yeah. So I think we're gonna call it there, and I will see you guys next week.
Alrighty.
Where I make a ghost!
Yeah. Ooh, spooky.
Featuring an appearance by Ghost Genboki.
Yeah, Ghost Genboki time. Yeah, I'll catch you guys next week. Later.
See ya.
Catch you then.
Auf Wiedersehen, Goose.
Choose.